Hello there. Okay, so long story short, I did put it on Discord for anyone who does follow me on Discord. I thought that the game had downloaded, well, I thought episode 2 of the game had downloaded, and yeah, it didn't. So we're about 18 minutes later than scheduled, but the way I see it, it's not the worst thing. I was a bit surprised when I looked online, because like I said, I went completely blind on the first episode, and I was surprised that episode 1 was about 3 hours. I thought maybe I'd just been taking things slow, but yeah, it was way longer than any of the previous episodes. And it seems like it's going to be the same for the rest of the game, so I don't mind that. More game to play. Might just remind me, though, to push on a little bit, don't dwell too much. So, I have downloaded episode 2. Whether it's going to show, we'll soon find out. The skip feature has been improved. You can now select skip cinematics on a completed episode. Yeah, okay then. So, let's continue. I wouldn't mind a little recap because even though I've seen what I've done only recently, I would like a recap. No save file of the awesome adventures of Captain Spirit has been detected. Game experience is enhanced by playing Captain Spirit before episode 2 and it's free. Okay, I'll be honest, right? I'm going to skip that for the simple reason I don't want to be advertising I'm doing episode 2 and then going to Captain Spirit. So we're going to proceed anyway, but we'll loop around to that at the end and then see what I missed. Okay. If I'd known that, I would have played it. Hello, Silent. Episode 1 was solid. I think I have my concerns for the game going forward based on some aspects of episode 1. I'm curious where it's going to go, let's say that. I mean, I think there's some aspects that maybe are a bit on the nose, but maybe that's just what they're trying to do. Oh, this is the end in the last episode, isn't it?
There were two wolf brothers living in their home lair with their papa wolf. They all lived happily together, but one day, hunters took their dad away. Forever. So now the brothers were alone, and they had to find a new home. They started a journey through the great big forest.
Again, a little on the nose.
For days and nights, learning how to live on their own for the first time. They slept in the backwoods among creepy creatures and barely ate anything. They eventually found a peaceful orchard and were able to eat in peace.
Yeah.
But they didn't know. Hunters tried to tie them up, but the wolf brothers managed to escape with the help of a friendly bear. He showed them how to survive and helped them find a warm camp for the night.
Yeah, okay, fair enough on
That's
that
when
point.
The big brother discovered that the little one was not an ordinary wolf, but a super wolf. That's how they found themselves even further, headed to the faraway land of their pop, where they hope to find peace.
I think the lower stakes is a valid concern. I think the counterpoint of that is essentially it might be smaller stakes, but they could be more hard hitting. We're not going to have Old Town at stake, but we could have something very personal. I don't mind that. To our grandparents. I don't know if that's like a dedication, or is that like saying where they're going? That would feel very weird if it was like a chapter title. The doggo's grown up a little, it looks. Doesn't look like a little pup anyway. Might indicate maybe a week or two's passed. Oh, not a week or two, but a couple of weeks. Plus, it wasn't snowing in the last one, was it? So, yeah, I'd say a few weeks have passed. Unless it's just a different part of the US.
Try with this one.
Do you think Sean seems like a more interesting character than Max based on the first episode? Yeah, I think
It was too
I think
heavy
the pair
for
of
you
them
a
are
few days ago.
quite interesting as a pair. I'm curious how the brotherly dynamic compares to, say, the friendship dynamic in the first game. And to a degree the second. Well, you know, before the storm.
Let's try to lift something else. Not too heavy, though. I'm a little tired.
Size matters not.
I'm so glad Daniel took this little girl with us.
Oh, is she? Okay. I don't remember that. Hold L2 to interact with Daniel's power when dirt is detected. Come on, let's just try that.
You could try and lift Mushroom?
Are you kidding? I don't want to hurt her.
Yeah, you're probably right. Let's leave the puppy out of this.
Yeah, how about this,
How
shooting
about
range?
those cans? Can you fly them all together without dropping any?
Sure. Look.
Okay, so he's come a long way since the last episode. I mean, back then it was very
That's awesome,
emotional. It was like
You're getting
reactionary.
way better at this. Okay. Let's show Daniel some more stuff to play with before we call it a day.
Lift that?
How about trying out that rock over there?
Bit further away.
One more time.
We already tried yesterday. And the day before. It's too far. I can't reach it.
Just one more time.
Stuff like this, it makes me wonder where the rules come in. I'm saying rules in the sense that it's like,
Aw, I'm so close. I can feel it.
what is the limit on powers like that? Surely there isn't. I kind of want to fall in, see if he'll lift me up.
How
Do
about
or do not.
that
There is
one?
no try. Oh,
Do it
I'm
with the
feeling,
small
looking
rocks,
at that.
Not the big ones.
You can do this. Trust me. Just relax.
I know they probably can't reference Star Wars, but there is that bit of me that looks and thinks, is it similar
try.
to Luke and the X-Wing? You know, he thinks it's big, so he can't. Whatever he's doing, he's shaking the earth. Hey, there we go. Well, this I can't.
Whoa,
Holy shit!
I did it.
Like a boss. You're getting good at
You
this.
see that mushroom? That was the biggest rock ever.
I mean, you're going to assume if they've actually put a
Come
mechanic
on,
in
dude.
there now for us
That's
to
just the
control
start.
it via Sean,
Let's try
or
something else.
Sean can control it via Daniel,
You're
you
like
think,
a gem.
okay,
You're my
they're going to
power.
put game elements in that require it.
A snowball fight?
Not yet. This is a new exercise, young apprentice. See
Apprentice.
if you can stop this in the air. Cool?
Okay, but you better not hit me. Like that time you gave me a bruise? Serious.
You won't let me, right?
Try it.
That's it. Surely that's what we're aiming for here. Let's And go a little low. Try it.
Sean! You suck! I said don't hit me, jerk!
Sorry, I thought you would stop it.
Chloe did.
Serious.
Aw, that sucked. How about one more?
Open your backpack and check on your objectives.
Ready? Think fast!
Hey!
Whoa! Daniel!
That's what you get.
Hell yeah, I am. That was awesome.
This is the idea, though. If that was a
You
bullet,
did it,
see,
man.
well,
I did.
maybe a bullet's a bit too
So you
fast,
better
but
be
you
nice
think
to me.
you could possibly get to that point.
Hey, that still sounds
Yeah, I've heard
nice.
about that.
You're not
That's
getting
what the reason I
better.
want to
I
do
told you.
Life is Strange, because I thought
I'm fine.
that game's out in a couple of months, so you
Just
think whether
A
it's,
little beat.
again,
No.
episode by episode, or if it's one
You need
full
to rest
game,
now.
it'll be good to just play a few of these before
Superhero.
that comes out.
Can we go back now?
Yeah. Let's just... You did awesome today, Daniel. I'm really proud of you. We've been practicing for just a few weeks, but your progress is crazy.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you,
Couldn't have done
Master.
it without your help.
Okay, so let's actually go to the backpack. What are our objectives? We've got $9.03. I actually feel a bit mugged there. But the AFK thing, the flash drive. In case you need help with math, call this number. Jen's note. Keys? Okay, so we still got house keys. Also, like how the characters look different since the first episode. Yeah, I mean, if anything, they've had a bit of time to recover, so that is one thing. But I think that is going to be the big thing overall. It's like, in that first episode, they gave us this little hint that we've got money, we can go in shops and buy clothes, or we can steal. And I think you've got to keep using that, surely. You can't just give us that little tease in episode 1 and then say, you know what, we're not doing any more with that. So, I like the idea that maybe we can change our clothes and buy things. You know, it's not a big thing in these types of games, but it's just something to say, oh yeah, we have got interesting mechanics. Blade needs sharpening, but still a useful tool, alright? Okay. What else we got here? We got iron cones. Yeah, Daniel's collecting these. Okay. So, holy, this crazy racist played sheriff and trapped me in there. Yep, Daniel saved my ass. There was an earthquake, so we're still in the last episode. We got this with Brody. Brody got us a room as a boss, even left us some cash. So I hope we meet again one day. I'll be surprised if we don't. Real beds, almost too comfy to be true. Apologise for not answering the phone for Lila. That's about Daniel showing his powers off. We're on the road again. Need dollars and supplies before we head to Porto Lobos. We'll hide somewhere till we find out what's up with Daniel. No idea how we'll handle this. I try to sleep now. We're getting off at the next station, wherever it is. Charity thrift store in some town southeast of Albany. Found layers from Daniel and me. Okay, so that explains the new threads. Harry was cool. Top right. Is that Harry? Yeah, Harry was cool. Slept in someone else's backyard shed. I don't know why I'm reading it like this when I can press this. Slept in someone's backyard shed. 1 out of 5 would not recommend. It itches and the stock wall. Okay. How many pages have we got? These have got another 9 pages, or 11 pages even. I better skim read these. So, sleeping in a shelter, fake names, they didn't seem to care. No one seems to, give an F. Yeah, they even let Mushroom in. Okay. Leaving town. Crackhead at the shelter almost snatched our stuff last night. Daniel freaked out and the lights flickered. We can't risk another incident. Heading out for the forest again. Too dangerous to have him around people for now. I'm so tired. November 4th, hitchhiked along Highway 20. Geologist on the way, Mount Jefferson. Sorry, I found that an interesting choice of mountain. Picked us up, not big on talking. Told her we were on a survivalist trip. Most accurate lie I've ever told. Okay. Interesting that they actually drew the hitchhiker. Oh, well, you know, the geologist. OMG, we found a house. A real effing house. Looks like an abandoned cabin. No one has been here for years. Was just be here waiting for us. Hansel and Gretel style. Settled in. Had to leave Daniel to look for food. He hates me. I hate myself too for leaving him alone. Hope I don't get lost. About 1 mile away. Previous town. Right. 1 hour plus. Perhaps. Yeah, Mushroom's probably very good at game begging, you know, in the sense of, look, we need our dog needs food. You know, forget the young boys, it's all about the dog. Managed to steal canned food from a couple of stores, found the rest in garbage, getting good at this point but not proud. Okay. So even though me as a character, I only stole one thing and that was in retaliation, now we are actually stealing. So worth keeping that in mind. Rock bait, twigs loose. Okay, I'm not going through all that. I think we can last 1 to 2 weeks on these. Need to stock up again after. Alright. Found my way back. Daniel okay, but he broke some stuff around the house trying to use his power. Try to help him control it. Practice starts tomorrow. So focus, weight, size. Okay. Ship, captain, crew. No crew without a captain, and no captain without a ship. Ship equals 6, captain equals 5, crew equals 4. When the ship, the captain, and the crew are complete, only then you can use the last dice to score some loot. The player with the highest loot over 20 games wins the game. Ahoy! Dan and Shroom Adventures. Yeah, everything did change when they attacked. I mean, I would say, up to that point, I think they were all... I wouldn't say they were coping, but it was like maybe they were thinking we could get out of this kind of thing. Whereas... or maybe they didn't get out of it, but maybe there was a hope that people could see their side of it. Whereas as soon as that happened, it was like, you know what? We are on the run now. We can't change path. We've got to carry on. Okay, so they were just playing a little game by the sounds of it here. And interesting how they've done the pirate thing with Chloe and Max again. He did it. He controlled the powers, I'm guessing. Also, it seems they did a bit of scoring. Back to town today, walk slow with the snow. Scavenging trash, found tons of good stuff. How can people waste so much food? Again, I feel that's a bit of a nod wink wink to real life. Daniel's sick, tired and coughing. Will go easy on the outside train until he feels better. Might need to go back in town soon for food, for some medicine. BC equals 30-mile walk in the snow. Final entry, some more scores. Well, you tried, Sean. I'm just better. How can this kid win every time at a dice game? Cheating. Okay, so they've been up to stuff. Not a lot, but they have been up to stuff. That's from the episode Roads. We're currently at an abandoned house, so I'm going to have a stab in the dark and say it won't be abandoned for long. I found out afterwards, by the way, that this one here was apparently a trucker sign that I did see, so that was interesting. Although, I haven't really got a Scooby what these ones were about. So, oopsie. So, rules, what have we got? I can't really tell what that is. It looks like it's either a tree or like a river that's branching off into 2 paths. We've got a train, we've got a snowman, we've got a bunch of toys, we've got a guitar, and we've got, I believe that's a stereo? Either that or a car with headlights. Could be headlights based on that, but all of that looks like stereo stuff. So, okay, see if we can get any of them. Before I carry on, is there anything that looks like a branching path around here? In case I'm missing anything? I don't think so. Alright. Canteens. Got stuff.
Finding... Here we go.
The heli tanker is over the wildfire zone. Get ready for water extraction. Ranger Diaz.
Oh. Nice work. I'm smiling.
Nice work, Daniel. Glad to see our training sessions are paying
And
off.
I actually think to
Thanks
myself,
to
it's
you.
safer for him using the power like
So
that
glad I don't
than
have to touch that
actually
water.
try and put himself in the water.
It's too fucking cold.
Language.
Oops. Sorry. I said fucking.
No, I'm going to be the bit older brother here. I'm going to say watch it.
Yeah, dude. Watch it. Seriously.
Okay.
You know, I feel like you've got to be a little bit strict with him. Just a little bit.
What did you find, Shroom?
Okay. A burrow. Discuss?
Hey, it's been a while since we last saw that rabbit who lives in there.
Yeah. I hope it wasn't eaten by a bear or
Love that the dog was so excited.
worse.
What's worse than a bear in Nano?
I don't know. Wolves?
Don't worry. We're the only wolves around.
I know that they're the wolves in their story, but come on, it's like, there are actual wolves.
Sean? The family that lived here, what do you think happened to them?
Moved out?
They must have moved out. Maybe to another state.
But they left all their stuff behind?
I don't know, man. Maybe they live in Florida and only come here every 10 years. Maybe they got tired of these woods.
Well, I'm glad they left. This is our lair now.
Yeah, I don't know why, there's a little bit of me that feels like
friends.
there's a bit of John
my
Shepherd about
room.
all this.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Me too.
I don't really want to do
Oh.
the prank thing.
Almost forgot to check our traps today.
Ooh, what traps we got? Got one here?
Daniel's getting cold. I don't know if I could gut an animal anyway.
Yeah. I'll be honest about myself. If I was in these shoes, I wouldn't particularly like to have to try and catch an animal. Right, Daniel. Down there.
Daniel's not getting any better. He needs medicine and a real house.
I don't think you're doing too shabby right now.
Heating.
No, I know things can be better, but I don't think you're doing terrible.
Let's see.
We really suck at this trap thing.
Yeah, they don't look great, but considering neither of you are like survivalist specialists, I think you're doing alright. Old canoe.
I went canoeing with Dad on Wenatchee River once. Water was freezing cold.
I thought he was going to leave
We
that
had
story
so
there,
much
though.
fun.
Anything up here? Okay, we got a wood pile, we got an old axe.
Daniel helps me slice wood by holding the logs with his power. Pretty useful.
Sean,
$9 in his wallet, I
wrong with
think,
my
yeah, I
traps?
agree with you there.
I haven't caught anything.
Wildlife 1, Daniel 0.
I guess.
Oh, okay. I was wondering
you
what that was
going,
up top
Pop?
left, top right then. I'm kind of looking at them
Daniel's
because
getting
I'm
cold.
thinking, what's going
Let's
on?
get inside and warm him up.
And they've gone down this way. Oh, wow.
Wow. Sean, look. Mushroom found a deer.
He's got powers I don't
So
think even he
cool.
knows about.
We have to talk about it. Tonight.
you
I was a bit
getting
distracted by
hungry?
what he said. I didn't really listen to
Really?
him.
I'm getting hungry.
Again, you eat like a bear, but you don't gain any weight.
That's because I work it off.
Okay. Let's go this way. We can go to the back of the house and then we'll loot from there. Alright, I'll give him credit as well. Got some effort into no graphics. Rule number 1, I like seeing footprints. I don't know what game it was, but there was something recently I played and I was like, yeah, I haven't got good snow graphics. Oh, well, it's saying that they are magically disappearing. So, points down for that.
What kind of dog were you, Sandy? A cool stray mutt like our little mushroom?
Old toy.
How old are these kids today?
Carving.
Runaway millennials and part-time forest squatters at your service.
I'd like it if we could actually make a carving here, but I don't think they're going to let me. Ah. Description? Keep out, wolves inside.
Sorry, guys. We don't take any more guests.
I don't think it'd put anyone off who was seriously
Good
after it.
doggy. You're such a good girl.
Right, I think the game is basically saying, right, we're a bit bored
Game's
ourselves
kinda
now.
cold. Let's get inside and warm him up.
Mushroom is so
9th
funny
gen
when she
technology
plays
right
with
there.
snow.
Yeah, disappearing
We really
snow.
nailed it with his
Oh, and
two-headed snow
floating
ogre.
humans.
Yeah, they're really bad. She loves it, and Mushroom isn't even afraid of them anymore. Hey, right, get
puppy?
over here. Careful, little puppy. Don't catch the cold.
Alright. I feel like we're going to have to go in. I'd like to stay here, but I get the feeling the game's telling me I need to go in. So, enter. Save in. Save in.
Cold.
I thought he was going to have a
Don't
pee
worry.
then. I thought, come on,
We'll
don't
make a
pee in the
fire.
house.
We're pros now. Dude, that cough doesn't sound too good.
Nah, I'm okay. Just cold.
You kicked ass today. Level up.
I did. That was so cool. It's getting easier every day. Oh no, Sean. This is a haunted house.
More like, uh-oh, it's time to go over the rules. I told you about showing off.
I was just... Whatever. Dude, I know the rules.
Let's find out. What's the first one? Hide your power. If you spin one plate in a diner, what happens?
People will freak out.
And when people freak, what do?
They call the cops.
Exactly. The second rule is...
Don't, never talk about it.
Wow. Nice, Daniel. Because that's usually the hardest rule for you.
Shut up.
And the final rule?
I know.
Come on. You can do it.
Okay. Avoid danger?
Run from danger.
Pretty
This
close,
is the
though.
most important one. You know why?
I don't know. I mean, with my power, I can help us.
Only as a last resort. I'm going to say, if we're in trouble, it could help, but don't go using it first thing.
Only as a total last resort.
How will I know that?
If there's any other way of helping, do that first.
Pretty
Maybe
self-explanatory, that.
Had used it before. Dad might still be
Didn't know you got it. Yeah, it's out of your control.
Daniel, you didn't even know. That shit was out of your control.
But Look what happened to the policeman. Maybe this power is a curse.
No.
Or something.
Hey. We have no clue what happened.
Well, that's it.
It's
We have
not
no
your
clue
fault.
why he's got powers. And to be fair, after a full game of Life is Strange, we still didn't work out what was going on with Max.
Don't worry, Mushroom. I'm okay. Good puppy.
She must be hungry. What about you?
I'm always hungry.
Then let's grub out. I'll make us some dinner.
Yeah. Before she eats us.
Alright, that picture.
I hate it when I hear Daniel crying at night. I can't do shit. Kinda weird to use stranger stuff every day, but not like we have a choice.
I mean, supposing, right, that these lot live out of town and they come here every now and again, I think if you found out your dad's squatters, you might be a bit upset, but I think if you saw what these pair are like, you would understand it.
Daniel must have been pissed that day. Don't blame him.
Okay. Dad and Maggie and John. Agatha Falls, Summer 93.
I wish I helped Dad more with the house chores back then.
I think everyone would think that. You know, that's like a common guilt. You guilt yourself into anything.
Wish I had more than tobacco, to be honest.
The space scuba is hovering on a dead planet.
Scotch.
There was a little bit left when we came. Pretty disgusting, but helps staying warm.
What sadistic...
Feels almost good to be cut off from everything.
I'll agree there. There's a bit of me that would like that at one point in my life, just be completely cut off.
Yep. No more indoor training sessions.
You know, even days when I have days off, it's like, you know, I'm still on my phone and all
No
that.
way I can give any of these to Daniel.
Oh, this house
Too
is
risky.
long abandoned, I'd say, based on the filth.
Hello, motel room soap.
Dana?
Pro tip: always boil the water.
Yeah.
Unless you want Daniel spraying nasty things on both ends.
Taking pictures of
Once you get used to squatting, it's not so bad.
Alright, I like that as a little bit of a... Yeah, we've got a big nope sign by the toilet and just basically saying, yeah, you've got to bury your poo.
Can't believe how much Daniel's powers have improved over the last weeks.
Add water?
Hey, I put some clean water in the bathroom so you can wash a little.
Yeah, the dads seem pretty cool in general. I mean, shame this is sort of how the plot apt to go, you know, but...
It feels weird to loot other people's clothes, but we need the warmth.
Yeah, we're not getting anything here. Hang on. Broken window. Did you break in?
No more peeing at night for Daniel. He got so scared. We're lucky he didn't blow up the house.
I mean, Daniel, 9 or 10, I think. It's understandable that he'd be frightened and all that.
We never found the key to this door. I guess using the sliding door is cool.
Well, I'm going to look at that door and I'm thinking, if something's hiding in there, why don't you just, you know, use your powers and go... maybe that's just a bit too simple.
I wonder how far it can go. This room is fucking cold, so we put everything we didn't need in it and keep it closed.
I wonder if that's basically the developers of the game saying, yeah, we have got a room here, but we didn't want to draw it and everything, so we're just leaving that shut. Okay, coats. What's my objective right now? Build a fire in the wood
We
stove.
really lucked out stumbling into this house.
Ooh, we got comics.
Thank God kids used to spend vacations here. Daniel would have been mad without these.
Hot dog! Alright, let's make a fire. I say Sean's having to do everything by hand, whereas Daniel can just magic things into the air. It almost feels cruel giving him work to do.
Shit. Where did I put my lighter?
Ooh. Yeah, the lighter was big last episode, so that'll be disappointing if he hasn't got it. Let's have a look in his backpack.
Daniel, this thing is strong as a rock.
No lighter in here. Maybe it's in Daniel's? Maybe it's sort of encouraging you to go look in Daniel's?
Daniel needs a doggo friend.
I've learned in the last 2 years everyone needs a doggo friend. Yeah, just the pine cones. Can we teach you new dog old tricks?
Sit. Shroom, sit. Seriously, girl. Sit.
Mushroom. Sick girl.
Aww.
Are you kidding me?
You just don't know how to
That's how
talk.
I feel sometimes.
I'll remember this, traitor.
Mum probably feels the same, but there are times when I'm looking and thinking, you'll do that for Mum, but not for me.
We scored with these clothes. +5 street cred.
Right. We are missing this lighter, so where's it gone? Done stuff. Okay. What's the letter?
Wonder where Brody is now. Oh yeah.
Okay, so
No internet.
go on. I'm a better writer than I must be. Oh, right. Okay, so that's from when they went. Yeah. Okay. Lighter. Okay, I will look at that in a second. Let's just see what else they've been collecting.
Daniel doesn't need to see this.
Oh, okay. So it looks like whoever was living here had cancer. Yeah, I can understand that one being hidden. What else we got here?
No excuse not to binge read. Of course.
Oh.
He's the town fucking hero now.
Oh, God. Police are investigating a store invasion by the 2 Seattle runaways believed to be responsible for the death of a Seattle police officer in October. Hank Stamper, owner of a gas station off Highway 5 and a pillar of the community, said he confronted the two brothers, Sean and Daniel Diaz, after they allegedly stole items from his store. Stamper told the police that the brothers escaped in the woods. Yeah, I was scared. You know how crazy kids can be these days.
How can I feel bad for him?
Family recalls gentle officer killed in Seattle shooting. Ashley Matthews, sister of Officer Kindred Matthews? That's a weird name, Kindred. Killed in a mysterious and controversial Seattle incident that left 2 dead, has released a statement regarding the threats she received and online critics of the officer. Alright, I've got to just put this up before I carry on reading. What are they actually saying the brothers did? Because we know that, we saw what happened. It was the idea that Daniel's abilities, they just essentially blasted this officer. You know, he just went flying. So you're looking at it and you're thinking, how the heck are they justifying that 2 kids did that to him? I mean, it's all supernatural, so what? Are they saying that the 2 of them just pushed him that far and he fell? I am actually curious what they're saying the cause of death was and how they caused it. Anyway, I'll carry on. My brother was a kind man. He was in the force for only 6 months and shouldn't have been alone that day. Yeah, that's kind of true. Anyway, police officers shouldn't be alone when they investigate. Well, if they're investigating potential violent acts. Let's see. My heart is with the Diaz family and all the victims of that terrible incident. Oh, sorry, terrible accident, including us. The police department is better funding, so no officer goes on patrol alone if their partner is sick or unavailable. Kindred dedicated his life to helping others, especially children in at-risk homes, and he always volunteered his time for charity. It's easy for judge an attack behind a keyboard, but just as we mourn for others, we mourn for the loss of a brave public servant. Yeah, I mean, as we saw at the time, this guy jumped the gun quite literally. You know, he was pointing guns at kids and firing at just an approaching dad. So, like Sean just dead. Can't feel sorry for him. But equally, you think... I'm curious how they're pointing the blame at the kids on this one. I've only got the 2, though, so... I would like to know if we get any more of these. Letter we've seen colour pencils?
I'm used to ink, so this will be different. I have time dead for a week. But at least we got some news.
Hang on, what was that?
Dead for a week. But at least we got some news.
Alright, that was a weird... Dead for a week? I'm looking at... I honestly don't know what that's about.
Time to get warm.
I don't think there's anything else in here. I mean, I don't think we need to look at Daniel's lair. I like having a look around stuff like this, though. I think that's the beauty of these games, just having a little, taking your time, having a little look around. Essentially just seeing what the game has put in there to make it look good.
Here we go.
Hold on, Mushroom. We're gonna build a fire.
Bit weird how he came in the room for this, though. As if the game says, right, he's, you know, he won't be in his lair when we need him.
Dang, I am starving.
Guess it's time to start cooking.
What we cooking?
Yum.
Too bad I can't make a pizza fly to us.
Oh, got food.
I could start Daniel's delivery service.
Tough choice.
Is there actually any difference here? I'm guessing not, but
Dog man issue is kinda weird.
the fact that they're giving us the same things, I was like, is one just
Better talk to
slightly
Daniel
different?
after dinner.
Hey, what are you cooking?
Oh, I'm sorry. Here's your menu choices. Ravioli or ravioli?
Okay. Never even.
So tired of eating the same shit. I just want one slice of pizza.
Okay. We can't look at the food anymore. Can't go in the fridge, even though it
I
would be
could
plugged
get
on.
used to living like this. Quiet, free. Dude, you'll be moving cars around in no time if you keep improving like that.
You really think so?
Well, that'd be a bad idea, but
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I don't particularly
sure
like the
get
idea of
good at
moving
this?
cars around.
I wonder if there's anyone else like me.
I think we'd know it by now. He looks so serious on this picture.
I still can't believe he's gone. I miss him so much, it hurts, Sean.
I know, Daniel. It's okay to think about him. I do it too.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks, Sean.
That line felt a little bit out of place. It went very calm very quickly.
That marsh burger totally looks like mushroom.
Okay, I'm at...
This house is cool, but it doesn't help with Daniel's health.
I'm a teeny
How
weeny
you
bit
doing,
confused. I'm looking and thinking,
You're the best puppy
what do we
in the
need?
world.
Lights?
I'm just glad we found you.
In the objective? Oh, find a clean saucepan, right. Is it in here because we've had washing in here? Yeah, pan. There we go.
Daniel needs to eat something after all that psychic crap.
You know, I was just about to put it on the hob, and then I thought we haven't got that luxury, have we? Or have we? Yeah, I've got the saucepan. Do I go for the food? Yeah, prepare a meal. Okay. I can't say I'd choose to live in these conditions, let's say that. I mean, put me in their shoes, I'd take it. It's better than sleeping outside. But yeah, not the best. I mean, I don't eat ravioli myself, but again, if you said to me, right, this is the only way you're going to live with some comfort, I would take it. Alright, okay, chill. Move me around. I forgot to do anything else. Get dinner ready. Well, that's that, surely.
Nah, it's not ready yet. I'm a ravioli expert now.
Like I say, do I need plates or anything? Yeah, he's standing right in my way. Let's go back to the bathroom. Maybe there are some plates that I've magicked up in there.
Maybe I can draw a quick sketch outside while the food is heating.
Ah, okay. Go on, I'll do that. For a bit of sketching. I probably would have died having to take a number 2 in a bucket with no toilet roll. Yeah, the awkward bit is then you're also cleaning your crockery in the same room. I know if you were camping or something, you wouldn't think much on it, but I think that's part of the problem. It's not camping, is it?
Okay, got it. I've looked enough. Time to draw now.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, can I do some more?
Pretty good. But I can add more details if I want. Cool. I think I'm ready to draw this.
This is about as good as I get in drawing at all.
Time to take the pen, dude.
Yeah, this is the best I'll ever be at drawing.
Come on, girl.
And I'll take the trophy for it. Alright, ravioli ready? Serve meal.
Okay, dinner's ready.
Dinner's ready. Don't moan at the chef.
Getting sick of ravioli.
I mean, I've got to say as well, these are very long introductions. I mean, like the first episode, we had about an hour before the titles rolled. So I'm keeping that in mind. Yeah, but this is better than nothing. Better than nothing.
This is real food. It's better than nothing.
I'm just tired of the same thing.
Yeah, I would be myself.
Do you want it, Mushroom?
Ah, you cheeky beggar. Yeah. I've got to be pseudo dad here.
Daniel, come on.
I know. Hide my powers. But it's just you and me and Puppy.
I don't want you to get in the habit.
It wasn't hiding the powers I was thinking about. It was just the idea of I didn't want him wasting his food. You know, with him being unwell.
Sorry. I'm cool.
Hold on. I need to show you something.
Okay.
What we're showing him.
Gotta show him the map. I think I left it with my books. Nothing here. Daniel, what did you do with the map?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Where's the map that was with my stuff?
Oh, this map. It's in my tent. Sorry, Sean.
Are you fibbing to me? A drawing. Oh, hey, mushroom. Hello.
Shroom, I can't get mad at you.
Uh,
Stop being so damn cute.
I'm just moving you, sir.
Okay, come on, doggy. Let's go, girl.
No, we're not asking Daniel. We're insisting.
After all I've done for you, really? Shroom. Okay, mushroom. Thank you. I
There we
get
go.
it. You're the boss.
I'll have a quick nosy at what we got here. So, CD player. We got a slate.
Daniel loves his brand new tablet.
I love that growing up.
Man, I miss listening to music so fucking much.
I think I'd go a bit mental if I didn't have some music around at some point.
No way I'm touching that. I could do a super cool manga about Daniel.
Not bad drawing that.
Time to play dad talk.
Dad talk. Gotta get super serious.
Sean, there's someone at the door.
What the? Mother... Daniel?
Got you.
Alright, that was cool. Yeah, good job.
Yeah. Okay. Good job.
Alright.
You almost shit your pants.
Of course I did, man.
Oh, mate, you got me there. Place map.
Okay. I think it's time for us to hit the road. You're not getting better. We're almost out of supplies.
No, I'm okay.
I'm
just
okay.
a cough.
Off.
Yeah, a bad cough that won't go away. Trust me, Daniel. You need some medicine. Look. Here.
Beaver Creek? What's that?
That's where Karen's parents... our grandparents live.
Okay,
Okay.
so what?
So we can go there and... they'll probably help us.
Why do you always force us to run, Sean? What if they don't like me?
I don't want to imply that they're family, so I'm going to go with no other options at that. Even if it's just a stopgap, maybe they can help.
Don't think that way. It's not like we have tons of options.
Okay. I'm just scared they're gonna think I'm a freak or something.
Oh, we're not going to tell them.
Man, they're gonna love you. Grandpa's super cool, and I'm sure you guys will be best buds.
Well, okay.
This all implies we're going to see the mother
But-
at some point.
Mushroom has to agree too. She's part of the team. What do you say, girl? Okay, when?
Tomorrow. The sooner the better.
And
We have a long road ahead.
what I'd say, I
We should
agree
do
that
something
Sean's
fun
kind
for
of been
our
dragged
last night
into
here.
this.
How about a game of dice? If I win, I get to draw on your backpack.
You know I'm gonna win and draw a dick on your bag, right?
I don't think so, loser. Party time.
I mean, I think that's just the way
Okay.
the game's
Ready to
panned out, but
lose,
maybe it's a case
Captain?
of
What's your
going to
butt,
balance out a little
matey?
bit. Oh, okay, we're going to play. I've forgotten the rules.
Here we go. Just need a 6, a 5, and a 4. Okay, got a ship. It's better than nothing.
Okay, well, Because okay, so we've got options here. What, we rolled 4 sixes. Okay. Use the ship.
This ship is mine.
Okay, I can't do anything else. Yeah, let me have a look at the game rules. No crew without a captain and no captain without a ship. So a ship's worth 6. When the ship, the captain, and the crew are complete, only then you can use the last dice to score some loot. Player with the highest loot over 20 wins the game. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. So you got to fill the ship, the captain, and the crew, and then whatever's left you score. Then first to 20 wins. Okay. So throw the dice.
I need a 5. Just give me a 5. Still incomplete? Jeez.
Sounds like a no score.
Alright, throw again.
This is my last chance. Don't fail me. Yes.
I'll say I'm not
Bullshit
particularly fond of the
and
blue
cargo.
acting there.
What are you gonna do?
You just lucked out.
Ahoy, Captain.
Ahoy.
We can use that as the crew.
I have a crew now. Here comes the loot.
Yeah, let's do that one.
High score.
And can I add it all to the loot?
How are you gonna beat that? Here you go, cargo.
So I've got 15 points.
Good luck beating that, matey.
Don't worry about that.
If you use these
The
powers,
dice, of
surely you
course.
could cheat.
Yes, full ship.
Yeah. Good job.
I need the score now. Pretty please. Oh, that's a nice score.
I'm so scared.
Sheesh.
Alright, so he's got 16.
Come on, my turn. Cool. Give me the same. Shit. What the hell?
Alright, so I've got a 5. Well, can't I use that now? Guessing I can't use that. Okay, throw again.
I wonder what we would have done if we didn't find these dice.
I
Probably
don't
gone
know.
insane.
Probably read all these books.
Boring.
Alright, let's fill the boat.
You remember that time I beat Dad at chess?
You mean we beat Dad?
Yeah.
Add all dice to
You
loot.
did help me distract them. I bet he would have liked this game.
Definitely. He was a great pirate,
Alright, I thought it was first to 20.
just like us.
Captain Diaz,
Don't I have one
king
by
of
now?
the seas. What? Come on. Sit, please. Sit. This game sucks.
A little
Don't
bit
give
confusing. A little bit.
Do you think Grandma and Grandpa will have a console?
I don't think so, dude. Sorry.
Nope. Yeah, okay. You can draw a dick on my bag.
Let me think.
Guess we laugh how Sean was a bit. Well, we had the option to have Sean be a little bit saying, "Oh, don't swear, and then he says "dick" and all that lot. Alright, draw a wolf will be kind. We won't be the
Hold
good big
on.
brother.
It's not an easy one. Needs concentration.
Sorry, Silent, I saw that last second.
Ta-da!
Whoa, it's so cool. Thanks, Sean. So, let's do another one?
I'm gonna skip another one for the simple fact that it's like we're not going to get the game done if we don't hurry on a little bit. So, getting late.
It's bedtime. Gotta get up early.
I'm gonna finish my comic book.
Okay.
She has to pee.
Okay,
He's
okay.
doo-doo. Or doody.
I'll take her out for a walk.
Doody's pee,
You're
doo-doo's poo.
going to smoke. Gross.
You're right. Don't smoke. But it's our last night, so we can do anything. All right, all right. I heard you the first time, dude.
Got very faint music playing. Out of curiosity, hang on one sec. Mute licensed music, yeah. Just checking. I didn't know if it had accidentally turned on with downloading another episode. I mean, I'll be honest, if I'd done this as a video series instead of live streaming it, I'd have put my own music in these sections where it's like just deathly quiet. But I'm grateful they have bits of music like that. I'm gonna say I wouldn't play Red Dead Redemption. Those characters alone could have just died from tobacco. This is a bit weird though, because... Okay. I won't lie, if I knew someone who could levitate things, I'd probably be tempted to just get my hand out and try it. I mean, I won't lie, I do that anyway. You know, as a Star Wars fan, you do have that thing of, ooh, reach out with the Force, will it work this time? You know, so if you had a little brother who was like that, you'd be tempted, wouldn't you? Oh, the titles would have to kick in soon, though. Ah, that was it, yeah. Been that long since I played Red Dead 1. I mean, just going back to what you were saying, Sean's definitely been given a tough ride so far. I mean, he didn't ask for any of this. Some of the things that have happened, like with the police officer and whatnot, you get the feeling they could happen in real life. And the thing that I've been asking myself is how heavy-handed is it? Because it's like, it feels heavy-handed watching it, but I think unless if you someone who'd been in that situation, you know, a policeman pointing a gun to your face, only then you could say that, yeah, this does happen, or no, it wouldn't escalate that quick. So, it's where I don't like the idea of saying it's completely unbelievable. I mean, obviously the powers and all that is, but you think maybe there is some truth in it, it's just that it's hard to believe.
Hey, Daniel. How are you doing?
It sucks.
I'm coming.
Oh, it sucks. Maybe a little. I think the argument would be, though, the neighbour kid was just being obnoxious anyway. None of it felt like racial or anything, so I don't know how much you would have warned them other than, yeah, just be careful, you know, just don't get into fights kind of thing. Well, what's the objective? Help Daniel pack. Yeah, I would imagine that that is the case, just don't fight. I can believe that. But then again, though, we're talking about teenagers, so even though they probably know not to, it doesn't mean that they're immune from just being human, essentially.
So, what's going on?
It doesn't fit in. There's too much stuff. It's fucking bullshit.
No more swearing.
Okay, no more swearing.
Sure. Like you're always polite.
Come on.
Not wrong.
Chill out. What did you pack in? What the Dude, you can't fit the whole room in. Don't worry. Your super strong big brother can help.
You can help, but I think you're going to have to help
Awesome.
decide.
Thanks, Sean.
Well,
Maybe not.
looks like we're almost set.
I thought there was going to be a little thing there, deciding what to take and what not
Where's
to take.
Mushroom?
Still peeing, I guess?
I'm gonna check what she's up to.
Okay, I'll fill up our bottles and I'll catch up with you guys.
Okay, this doesn't seem promising. Right, so fill up the bottles. I assume that means we need to go in here. Oh, not in here. Oh, there we go. Refill canteens. Something about mushroom, then could be a little interesting.
Okay, all done. Where the hell is he?
Best chance I can pick up my backpack while I'm here. Yeah, find Daniel and Mushroom, so we're gonna have to go out.
Daniel!
Oh, Daniel!
Daniel! Hey, you out here?
Jason! Jason! Jason!
Daniel!
Yeah, I'd be annoyed if we lost the camping gear.
Where is he?
Especially as we never made use of it. Alright, so we're down here. One advantage of being in the snow, we don't need to be expert trackers. Although, mine's going up there is a bit awkward.
We have a 2-day walk ahead of us. Better get going. Daniel? Where are you?
Yeah, it looks like we're going this way. Okay, bandana.
That's not good.
Hopefully you just lost it, although that isn't promising.
Daniel?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Shit. Daniel! Do not move.
It killed her! She was my friend!
Calm down, okay? Listen.
Leave me alone!
Let's stop him. I mean, the way I view it, right? I know that we could actually get mad at this, you know, because like I say, I don't particularly like that they killed off Mushroom so fast. But the way I see it, we don't want Daniel using his powers like this, so we're going to stop him. I mean, I think to myself, if we do that, I think there's going to be worse repercussions down the road. Whereas right now, he's like on that balancing point where you think his powers could be used one way or another. I think it's, if we stop him, it'll be for the better in the long run. But yeah, I can't say I'm happy with that.
Go away! Go!
No! No! Mushroom. Why?
Fuck. Daniel, I'm so sorry. It just wouldn't have changed anything to kill it.
Rule of telling a story. You can kill
Right here.
humans, no one cares. Kill animals, different story.
It's all right.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say I would have done anything differently there because Mushroom's dead at that point. Like, we can't. Like I say, you can maybe stop him, as you say, being eaten, but I don't really think it's worth indulging Daniel's powers for that. Putting a little mark down like that, though, that's not a bad thing.
Here. You should do it.
This will keep him on the toes, though. I also didn't think they killed Mushroom off this fast, I'll say.
That's it. It's pointless. Can't even bury her.
Well, unless you want to say something.
I mean, he says we can't bury her, but I argue what's the difference between burying and not burying?
Puppy, I'll always remember running through the snow with you, and how you snuggled, and I'll never forget you. Never.
They put these kids through a lot already. I mean, 2 episodes in, they've lost the dad. They've now lost a dog they've adopted. Been harassed and all sorts. It's like, geez, how much more can they go through? I think thank you might be the response here. So long feels like, so long, friend. Thinking thank you because helped Daniel at the worst time, if you like.
Thank you, Mushroom, for looking after us in these woods. You won't be forgotten.
But yeah, from a storytelling
Sean,
point of view, it's very cruel that.
Then she's up in heaven with Dad.
That's a bit deep to be asking. You know, I mean, I'll say yeah. I'll just try and comfort him, but that feels a bit awkward asking that without, like, a middle ground.
Yeah. I'm sure he will look after her.
Yeah. If anything, it felt very pointed, like, to me, that, and I'm like,
What about his
I wouldn't like to
allergies?
say yay or nay to that.
Don't worry, Nana. There's no allergies up there. They'll be fine together. Okay. We should go. It's getting late.
Okay.
think part of the reason you expect Mushroom to have a bigger part in the entire story is the fact that it was like a surprise plot at point, if you like. Like, oh yeah, Mushroom came along kind of thing, and it's like you're sort of expecting to be growing with these lads. So it's like, yeah, I do stand by it. I think it was a bit of a, I don't know, maybe they just want to pull the rug from under us a little.
Have to go. I like having a house again.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I think he deliberately avoided that. I mean, I get the feeling I couldn't have done
traps?
anything about that, because you have to let
Should we
Mushroom
leave them
out.
up?
They'll protect the next runaways that stay here.
I mean, if you think,
I
you'd
thought
have to
both
do
you
an
in
entire
charge.
plot where you couldn't, where
the house,
Mushroom was still around.
So long, my dudes.
But yeah, very sad that. And I know we're only, what, an hour and a quarter into the episode, so it's like, what are they going to go through for the rest of it? I mean, when you think about it, the first game, and I will play that on streams at some point, it was very much tween drama. You know, like, oh, you know, I haven't been invited to the dance thing. I can't remember what they call it. And it's like, yeah, by comparison, this is heavier. I wouldn't say... Oh, hang on, this is the bit where there would have been copyrighted music. Apologies for that, folks. But yeah, I don't think people hate Daniel for taking it, because, you know, he thought he was doing a good thing taking it away from the racist. But yeah, it does feel... It feels sad how it's ended up. You know, I might end up having just put some music on the background when this happens, just to sort of like fill the emptiness. Oh yeah, boy. I mean, this looks like the fork in the river that they were talking about. Well, the souvenirs. Oh, wow. Okay. You two are brave. Wow. I did say this last time as well. I recognise right that at this point there's going to be some copyrighted song. The Vortex Club, thank you very much. Yeah, and it was overhyped, I'll agree. But I'm looking at this, right? This wouldn't be half as bad if they said, right, we're getting rid of the copyrighted music for you. Fair enough. But we'll put some sound effects in, just so it feels like you're at least watching something live. Whereas, right now, I could have just muted this. And that's the only issue I have with it. I think it's very good from the game to say, right, we'll mute it. But I think just put something in instead. I'm not even asking for non-copyright music, just something so that it feels like I'm actually still watching it. You know what I mean? It's like very... It's not even, like, quiet, it's just mute. I don't know. Like, I don't know when the music's going to kick back in. I mean, I'm waiting for one of them to say something. Or, like, footsteps or some action. I mean, I feel like I'm sort of hitting the devs there, because I actually love that they thought that people might stream the game, share the choices, and they wanted to mute the copyright for that purpose. I think it's great, but I just can't help but look at it and go, why don't you just put some noise in? So that you can hear them moving around. Like that previous one where they were crossing the bridge, I'd have loved that, but you want to sort of hear the water running. You don't want to just sort of be watching them, you know. Alright, so we've made it all the way to Beaver Creek without issue. That's something. Getting directions. I mean, more for a montage, you know, I don't mind the idea of saying, right, we're going from here to here, we don't really want you to do the travelling yourself, so we're just going to skip to where you go. But give us something. It feels like I'm punishing people who want to watch this now because I can't, well, I don't want the copyright music. Alright, so it was in November, this. Makes sense with the snow. How long have you been traveling?
Daniel. It's been a long time since I was here.
Guess it's a day or
When
two.
was that?
Before you were born. Come here. Let me check you out. Claire likes everything super clean. Dad said she got pissed because he let me bring a snowball in the house.
Fairness, we've been on the
don't
road,
want to
I'm
look
guessing,
like
a couple
total
of days. I think us being looking a little rough around the edges shouldn't be the biggest concern. I'm
What
gonna
if they
leave
went
it.
on vacation? Or something.
Oh, I'm not
We'll
pressing
figure
ring
out
again.
something.
I don't really want to ring the doorbell again. I want to just be that polite one who... Yeah, I can see the light change.
I'm sorry, we don't want any of...
Hello, Claire.
Sean? Oh my.
Yeah, 2 months. It
Is
was
that
about 27th of
Daniel?
October, I think, when he died.
What's going
But
on
maybe
around
not 2
here?
months, about a month.
Look who's here.
Although, it
After
could be
all this
December
time.
now. If that's the case, they were on the road a long time between
What the
Mushroom
hell
and
are
now.
you doing here?
Stephen, watch your mouth.
Well... It's kind of a long story.
Oh, you poor thing. You know he's sick, right?
Yeah, but...
Okay, inside. Both of you.
Yeah, the dad died just before Halloween, so with Christmas decorations up, you'd assume it is 2 months. But equally, I thought it was only November that they'd been at the cabin. So it looks like there's been a couple of weeks they were on the road that we haven't seen again. I mean, I go to my head then that Christmas decorations go up here in the UK quite early. But when I think Americans don't tend to put them up, if I'm right, until later in the month.
Hey, is it warm enough for you?
Oh, yeah. Feels nice and toasty.
I gave Daniel some cough medicine, but you should have taken better care of him. He could have been worse. You were lucky.
I did what I
Stephen.
could.
May I talk to you for a second?
Okay, well,
So, how's the kid doing?
He'll be fine.
I... remember that. I think it used to be in the living room.
I'm guessing, yeah.
Shit. I'm so hungry, my belly hurts.
Sure, that's a good idea. Do we really want to involve
Okay,
other people?
Fuck. Did I make a mistake coming here?
This feels like a mistake right now, I'll be honest.
Claire, you know?
It's good to be inside. Finally.
I mean, maybe I'm still
just
feeling a
hope
bit
they
funny
let
after the
Stephen
last part of this episode, but yeah. Doesn't feel good.
Feels so awkward to be here.
Then we'll figure something out. Okay?
All right, Stephen. Oh, Lord.
Wasn't trying to get motion sickness for anyone there, I was just looking to make sure there wasn't anything else to interact with. I'm a bit surprised myself. I thought, especially how frosty she seems to be to Sean.
Are you all right, honey? You want more tea?
Thanks.
I say that she calls him
I'm
honey.
good.
Well, Sean, do you want to talk about...
The police called us a few weeks ago. They're looking for you as suspects in a homicide. And for assault and robbery in a gas station? Now, if you want us to help you, did you hurt that police officer in Seattle?
Alright, I'm not going to shout at him, essentially, so I think I'm just going to go seriously.
Seriously? You really think I killed that cop?
No, don't get mad, Sean. We have.
That's
to
what I was
ask.
trying not to do,
We
get
only
mad.
know what we saw in the news.
All I know is that he shot Dad. And now he's gone.
Oh, sweetie. We are so sorry for what happened to your father, but
I know they're strange, but that
why
feels
did
weird.
you run away if you're innocent?
Dirty. Might have our own mushroom incident in a minute. Alright, I'm just going to put a BRB on just while I go make sure she doesn't bark the street down. Hey, sorry about that. Yeah, my doggo. He's got like a sixth sense when it comes to cats coming into our yard, so, good in some ways. I've got no idea what the question was. Had no choice?
We had no choice. The cops would have blamed me for everything. I know it.
Well, Sean, now the police do blame you.
You know the police would separate us. Maybe forever. Daniel would end up in foster care.
You can't be sure, Sean. Anyway, at least you've managed to come here alive. We're glad you two are okay.
Yeah, but if you were that glad, you
I
wouldn't
hate
have
to
had a
think
private
what could have
conversation
happened to
before
both
talking
of
to
you.
me.
You need to think of long-term solutions now.
I tried. I swear. But I can't do everything.
So, what are your plans?
I'll be honest. For the simple fact, down to Mexico is, well, one, US cops couldn't do a thing about that if we got there. You know, if they ratted us out to the cops, it wouldn't matter. But also, besides that, it's like, it's quite vague. If we just say Mexico, I'm assuming he'll stick to that. He might go all in and say everything, but do it.
Go down to Mexico? To Puerto Lobos?
Okay, so he spilled the beans there.
Dad has a family house there.
Sean, you can't run away from the law like fugitives. How can you look out for your brother if you're both running from the police?
You two are gonna stay with us.
Oh, Stephen. Maybe we should...
After your mother left, your dad never really wanted us in your life. I can't blame him. But you're still part of our family, and we want to prove it, okay?
Quite interesting that right-hand choice, not scared. Curious what that means, because thank you is a very easy response, but I'm thinking not scared? What's that about?
Whoa, really? Aren't you scared? The police already called you.
Lordy, yes. But we were also scared for you.
That's why you'll have to be careful around here. Beaver Creek is small and nosy.
We can stay? Serious?
He's got big ears.
Awesome! Ooh, Sean, guess what? There's a huge model train upstairs.
Hey, you're supposed to be resting, young man.
Yeah, yes he is.
He concerns
But
me.
he seems better already. Anyway, you and Daniel will stay here. At least until Daniel's better. We'll see what happens next. So, I bet you're hungry. Let me fix you something.
Yeah, I would... That wouldn't be a surprise if that's what they attempted. Their logic being, you can't be on the run forever. But I'm 100% certain the game would not separate the two of them. So then it would be a hard choice of sorts.
How do you feel, Superwolf?
Way better. It's nice and warm in here. And the food? Yum.
Yeah, feels good.
Feeling better? You look cozy.
Yeah. I love that bed. Thanks, Grandma.
Good. Your temperature is down.
I'm way better now.
You still need to take it easy.
How about if we say a little prayer and give thanks?
It's like a bedtime story, right?
Well, this is a bit like this, yes. Except the story comes from up there.
The ceiling.
So are we ready to pray?
So you gotta laugh at the idea of an atheist, or being raised as an atheist and then trying to understand prayer. I'll say sure. She's letting us stay here for now. Let's just respect her a bit.
Sure. We need all the help we can get.
And I
Can
won't
you also
disagree with
bless
that.
Dad? And Sean. And Mushroom. And you and Grandpa. And, everybody else.
Oh my, you are so sweet. Thank you, Lord, for bringing Sean and Daniel safe and sound into our house. Take care of Esteban and, Mushroom. Please, give us the strength to get over the hardships of the past and the trials yet to come. Amen.
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 Okay, just
It's bedtime. Try to get some rest. You still need it.
it just felt a bit weird that.
No worries. We're too tired. Good night. Oh, and thanks again.
Good night, Grandma.
You'd never seen someone who's biologically a grandma. Would you actually call them grandma, even if they'd taken you in like that? It feels like
It feels so nice to have
a weird
bed
step
again.
to make. But maybe Daniel's still young enough to do
And a
that.
bathroom.
I hear that. Plus, you don't smell anymore.
Whatever. Well,
Yeah, I'll admit that
he's
is
pretty caring.
a likelihood that he would have been taught about
I
God.
guess Steven is too. I hope we'll be fine here.
Well, it'd be
I think
interesting if
so.
it was an atheist school.
And the more important thing,
I don't know
She'll have time
what
to
the
get
US
there.
education system's
Sean?
like.
Are we in Mom's old room?
nah, I don't think this is the one. Not from what I remember.
Hey!
It's been a while.
Thank you for the raid, for them.
Check it out tomorrow.
Just had a little heart attack then. I'm like, what's going on?
Maybe find some of her stuff.
Thank you for the raiding.
I've been looking forward to this.
And thanks for the sub again, Dan. How you doing? We're playing Life is Strange 2. So, it's a story-based game, so best thing I can say, if you want just chill in the chat. I'm just playing it. I've never played it before. I'll say, I haven't exactly got a clue what's going on here. Go no way.
No way, Danny.
Going alright, going alright.
We
I
didn't
decided
come
when I'm
here
not
to
streaming
dig into
Swaggo, I
the
want
past.
just to have some chill streams, you know, in the sense of,
But I
just
wanna
something
see
that we
what
can
kind of
actually
stuff
just
she
have a little
had.
chill, watch story play out,
Just
essentially.
curious.
Daniel.
But yeah,
She
that's a
left
live on
us.
this. Thank you for the sub, by the if
She's
I didn't
gone.
say it. I
There's
think I
nothing.
did.
It's just us.
So, recap for those of you who've just come in. We've
Yeah.
got Sean and Daniel. Sean's the old one, Daniel's the young one on here. Daniel's
Yes.
got a power. He can levitate things with his mind.
You've been doing
Think,
so great.
use
with
the
your-
Force, Luke.
Well,
And,
you
yeah,
know,
they're on the run because
I was wondering.
his power manifested when a police officer was holding
How
a
do
gun
you
at
do
them.
it?
And the police officer died.
Uh,
So,
I don't
yeah.
know.
they're on the run.
I concentrated.
They've managed to get to their
It
grandma's
just
house.
happens.
But we don't know exactly if we should trust the grandma yet. Okay, I'll admit, I've been talking about it. I haven't really listened to what's happened, but I think we've just been saying about the power, does it hurt?
Wait. Does it hurt?
Nah. It's kinda itchy though. And exhausting.
Itchy.
Sorry.
Imagine that, if
Anyway.
Luke Skywalker got an itch and it was like,
Remember
oh
the
yeah,
road
that's
trip?
just me using the Force.
We really don't want Claire or Stephen to start asking questions.
I know.
We've had a sad moment in the stream already as well. At the end of the
Oh,
last
showed up.
episode of
Just keep
this,
that in mind and
they found a
Everything
dog
should
and
be
took it
fine.
in. And then, yeah, the
Stay
dog
tight.
died. So,
little cub.
rest in peace, Mushroom. Okay. But yeah, right now we haven't really got a clue exactly what's going on as far as like what the next step is. They've been talking about going to Mexico, but because they're here at the grandparents, they've been taken in. Like, are they going to stay here? Are they going to try and do it on their own? Quite up in the air. One week later. Okay, so we've gone quite a way ahead there. I thought we'd be doing like next day stuff. Been said as well, Sean here, he's had a bit of a rough time of it in these 2 episodes. I mean, at the start of the game, essentially, he's just about to go to a party he's going to try and ask a girl out, even make a move. And
I could stay all day long in
yeah,
this bed.
everything just fell apart
Way too hungry.
straight away. So he's had a rough time. Okay. Yeah, that bandana, that was what Mushroom was wearing, so bit sad that. Could get dressed. Just having a quick look. Have we got anything we want to look at? Earmuffs, wooden blocks. Don't need to look at Daniel's bag right now, but I'll tell you what I am curious about. Have we got anything in the journal? Because we did miss a bit. Blanket. Canteen. Night in the forest. Okay. Been doing a bit of reading. That's the cassette player, the camera? Oh yeah, these are the things that were in Daniel's tent. Okay. So, we must have missed a bit. It's like, I was reading the journal, and we got up to here, so let's see what's next. The huge progress today stopped snowball in motion. Yeah, that was what we started the episode with today. Daniel getting worse. What does this say? No fever yet, but no food left. Leaving tomorrow for Beaver Creek. We drew this. Hey, we drew this. Yeah, this is... That was for Mushroom. Burning cold. Had to carry Daniel for over 2 miles. No one's stopping to help us. What's wrong with these guys? Let's see. Dan getting better. Eating like a horse. Yes, that's good. Been hanging out with CNS a lot. Pretty awkward after all these years. They're walking on eggshells not to talk about Seattle or Karen. There's a huge elephant following us everywhere. Rude. Oh, okay. Hanging out with CNS. Okay, so that's the grandparents. Okay. I'll admit I was confused then. I thought, what is actually going on? So that's... What is the timeline? Oh, okay, so it's only been a couple of days. I thought we were a couple of weeks that it took for him to get to the grandparents, but it was just a couple of days. That's not bad. Alright, so more drawings of these, I guess. Reynolds Rules. Discretion equals don't leave the house. Disconnection, no phone, no internet. Daily chores. Homework for Daniel. Good luck with that one, Claire. Bored AF. Grateful for being here, but need to get out. Gotta think of what's next. Ain't no chill for the wicked. Oh, also, I haven't brought this up. The Life is Strange games, they're a little bit well known for not having the best dialogue in the world, so yeah. Maybe a bit of cringe. Yeah, I think that's a lot of people's granddads there. Okay, so let's just get dressed. This game feels a lot easier than the last one I did, Heavy Rain. I love that game. I did enjoy replaying it, but
I'm allowed to go out.
it's a bit of a pain when you have to do things yourself. Like, I was having to always press up on the controller. It's like, yeah, just get dressed yourself rather than me having to dress you, actually. Silent. I love how Life is Strange 1 was a week, while Life is Strange 2 seems to take place over months. Yeah, I've got to admit, that is a cool aspect. I think they essentially got a bit bolder with the storytelling.
Finally.
Which makes me wonder what 3 is going to be like.
Okay.
I don't know a single thing about trains, but this does look cool.
Choo-choo!
Oh, careful, Chief. They're going too fast.
We have to.
Well, let's have a chat.
What's up?
Ah, look who's here.
What's up?
But you're too late for the 9:15 express.
Be on its way back, shouldn't it?
It's okay. I'll take the next
Oh.
one.
It will leave
All right.
after breakfast. Don't be late this time.
I won't.
Daniel, the young kid, flew earlier as well. That wasn't deliberate. The game just decided to make him fly for a change. Oh, is this room we just came out of? Oops. Okay, anything up here? Door.
It's been locked ever since we got here.
Silent. Rip
God, don't
Jaden.
give a
He would have reached 100% of his power if he stopped using drugs. Oh yeah, Jaden always got the rough endings in Heavy Rain, it's got to be said.
Better not sneak in. They won't like it.
Not much point going in there. I don't think there's much to see. That was the weird thing in the first game as well. And I feel like I'm talking too much about that, considering I do want to play it on stream sometime. But it was weird how you could just go in people's bedrooms and there was never any weirdness about it. Like, yeah, I'm just nosing, don't worry.
Oh, man. How did we survive for weeks out there with no hot water?
You seem to do well. I mean, I'll be honest, you did better than I would do if I was on the run.
Wow. They sure did stock us up on clothes for the winter.
I don't think I need to give him a shower or anything, no. Yeah, it's not... Heavy Rain was weird like that as well. You could go for showers and toilets, and it's like... It gave you a little too
Better
much
hit the
control
kitchen
at times.
Claire's waiting for us.
Alright, let's go down. It's like actual US house design. I mean, I feel like a lot of UK houses follow the same formula or the same design, so it looks weird seeing some of this. Okay, can I go in here?
Steven doesn't like us in here when he's away.
I get the feeling the game devs have just shut a few rooms off as if to say, yeah, we didn't draw that room, just don't ask to go in there. You know, we want to acknowledge the room exists, but we don't want to actually go in there.
Awake. Good morning, sleepyhead.
It's that bad. Feels like a cloud.
I know.
Okay, not a lot to go in here for.
Sean, aren't you hungry?
When Zach was randomly throwing a ball. Oh yeah, I remember that. I think it was Aisha or I can't remember her name, but I know there was a character who in every episode had a bit bad luck occur to her. I think there was like a trophy or something if by
Claire and
the
Steven are
5th
super
chapter
kind
you
to us, but
saved her each time.
a bit smothering.
I will join for breakfast in a sec. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any little opportunities, prompts, all that kind of jazz. Those chairs are like one of mine in the living room.
Man, Claire's food smells so good. I'm starving.
Yeah, looks like the only thing we can do is go for breakfast, so let's set up.
Daniel, breakfast time. Your brother is ready.
Grandma's showing me your boxcar.
Stephen, your grandson needs to eat now. You can show him the boxcar later. I love how they're getting along.
Not surprised. Daniel's he's very friendly with people. Yeah, do you need any help?
Do you need help or anything?
Oh, don't worry. I can do this in the dark. But thanks for the offer.
I don't care how confident you are. I could not cook in the dark.
Are you boys done playing?
We had an express delivery with the passengers, but the engine broke down.
Yep, has to go straight to the workshop.
Good. No trains in the kitchen, remember?
Gotcha, Chief.
Choo-choo!
I've got this feeling of waiting for the foot to land. Something bad to happen. Like, it's too calm right now.
Oh, sugar.
How
He can
much
fix
bad
his
stuff has
trains,
happened?
but not my
Just
kitchen.
waiting for something else. Hard to enjoy the moments when it is nice.
Did I make enough? Everything's okay?
It's great. As usual.
You're the best cook ever.
Looks like you're getting cozy with this new country life after all.
Yeah, it's nice here. It's nice.
Yeah. It's nice to be far away from everything. Feels like we're the only ones out here.
Well, that's exactly why we love it. It feels safe, unlike the big city.
I get it.
I like it. It's cool here.
Well, bless your
I
soul.
can't comment on the US aspect of it, but
You'll get
I know I'd
along
feel safer
good
in
with
the
our
countryside in
neighbors.
theory.
We try to lend a hand, like to Charles next door. He lost his wife, and things have been hard on him and his son. He would just get lost in Seattle. But we're all taking care of him here.
How old is his son?
I think he's your age.
Ooh, cool.
Apparently there is a connection to another game that I've not played yet. So there might be some weird random cameo appearance in a minute.
Stop it, you crazy?
Hey, what's going on back there?
Nothing.
Just levitating stuff at the table. Nothing to see here.
I thought Stephen was a fast eater.
Hey, Grandma, I wanted to ask you something about that locked room upstairs.
I told you there is nothing to see in it, Daniel.
Why were
So
you
do
in
not
it this
ask
morning?
questions.
Because there's a lot of old junk in there. And besides, it's not safe for you to explore, okay?
But we'll be fine.
Does he think it's Narnia?
Why don't you go explore outside? You sure look like you're getting better. Get some fresh air.
I'll wait for Sean, and then we'll go. We won't be loud. Promise.
But be careful nobody sees you. Stay in the back, okay?
That feels like advice that's going to be hard to keep. Or a warning that's
Maybe
hard to
you should
heed.
tell him that it was Karen's room.
It's just a room now, Sean. Nothing to see.
Why lock it then? I mean, this is the bit I don't know. Is the mother dead? Or did she just abandon the family? If it's abandoning the family, surely the mother wouldn't feel the need to defend it. It's just like, oh yeah, it's your mother's room kind of thing. But surely if she's dead, it implies why she'd be so protective over it.
Why lock it then? It feels like you're hiding something.
There's no secret. We just want to move on with our lives, Sean. So nobody goes in the room, okay? I'm serious.
So she's alive. Okay. Has she contacted you?
Did Mom ever contact you? She only talked to Dad a few times. Then she was gone.
Yes, she was. You know, Sean, I don't really want to talk about this anymore. It's over. Anyway, you have to respect my rules under my roof.
Okay. Of course.
Of course. Always.
I'm just
I
a nosy
appreciate that,
protagonist.
Now you better go find your brother. There's a shed with some old toys outside. I'll bet Stephen has the key.
Daniel will freak. Thank you.
Well, I've got no idea what's going to happen out here. Because I think this is the bit where something that happened in the other game affects this game, I think.
Sorry for getting upset, Sean. I just don't feel comfortable talking about all this.
It's fine, really. We don't have to.
By 4:36?
Think I need a hand.
Oh, he's here. Hello.
Can you hand
Hold on.
in the cupboard behind me?
Sure.
Oh, hang
Hold
on, hang on. Discuss.
Hey, Mr. Pout. What's going on?
Why do I have to do homework when I'm not even in school?
So you're smart.
I know it sucks, but you still have to learn things.
Just because you're on the
Or-
run doesn't mean you can't learn.
You'll become dumb.
Okay. But these problems are stupid.
I know, man. I've been there too. Just do your best.
Okay, what am I doing right now? Ask Stephen for the shed key, get the glue from the closet. Okay, so we'll go in the closet. I think this is it.
Is it? Shoot.
feels so good to be safe at last. As always with Claire, I can't really tell if this is cute
Dear
or bossy.
husband, if you do laundry, please follow these simple rules. Do not mix whites and colours, ever. Use 1 cup of detergent, red box, for each load. If you wash my clothes, use the delicate cycle so you don't ruin any more of my clothes. Love, wife. I feel like there's a lot of sarcasm in that. Is this the room we're going in? For the glue? Nope, apparently not.
Aw, you had a dog?
Just after some glue.
Left us 3 years ago, but she's still with us, day after day.
Isn't she in heaven? With Mushroom?
Of course she is.
Oh,
She's
okay.
in our thoughts as well.
That's nice.
I better catch up with Steven and get those keys.
So the mum might be dead.
Daniel's going nuts in here.
I'm confused there. Is it that
Have you ever
the
seen
pretending
any
the mother's
actual
dead?
fish in there?
Never.
Sean? I'm still waiting for that glue here.
Oh, is this the cupboard? Right.
Whoa! Careful. Sorry, I forgot. That thing isn't too stable.
Yeah,
Let me just-
that's really not
okay.
stable.
Sorry.
My fault. Your grandmother keeps telling me, but I'm a lazy
Yeah,
old
that
man.
thing will kill him.
Hey, can you close the door? I want to talk for a second.
Oh,
All it takes is one use of
It's
them
the-
powers and that falls on him.
Of course, yeah, it happens all the time. So, listen, I've noticed things with Daniel. You know
Like what?
I'm talking about, don't you?
Not a lot of information to go on here. I mean, you've said you've noticed things. For all we know, that's talking about the idea that he's struggling with the loss of his dad, that he's asking things about his mother. I think there's not a lot to go on there to say tell the truth. So I'm hiding it. I'm protecting the secret.
not really. What things?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it. Like, some kind of invisible force. A holy gift or something.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Daniel likes to pretend he's got superpowers, but that's it.
That's it? Okay. But be careful, Sean. You know, he's still so young.
Sure.
By the way, let's keep this between us. Claire has a lot of strong beliefs. She wouldn't understand. She adores Daniel, and just wants both of you to be safe.
Interesting how they focused on them pictures then.
What I'm trying to say is, maybe you should stay here with us. I know you boys plan to run to Mexico, but...
Why not? Why not? I mean, I'm just going to take this point to say, I get the feeling that that cupboard is actually going to play a part. I think it will fall on this dude, and then we're going to get blamed and have to go on the run anyway, but just play it out.
Thanks. Maybe we could, but... why not?
I know, being out here in the sticks with us old farts isn't exciting, but...
That'd be bad though, wouldn't it? Killing your grandparent.
It's cool.
Not deliberately, but
Kinda
by
different,
accident.
But... I just don't want you to get into trouble because of us.
It's dangerous to be on the road. Do you think your father would have wanted this for his kids?
I think he'd rather be alive, to be honest.
Of course not. Everything's different now.
I know. Well, just think about it. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to get in an argument with the guy.
yourself.
I will. Hey, Claire said you had the keys for the tool shed?
Oh, sure. Here. You guys enjoy the sun.
Here comes the sun. Du-du-du-du.
And be careful with that shed. It's probably a mess inside.
Thanks.
How much of a mess can it be? Like, seriously, we gotta sit through the whole
Good
thing?
to see you in my...
Alright, just cut that
Here you
dude
are,
off.
Sean. Got the key? Hey, I have to go out and run some errands. Can you do me a big favor? Do you know how to work a washing machine?
Since I was about 8.
Of course. Can you throw in yours and your brother's clothes after the next load? They're in the bathroom basket.
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah. No problem.
Thank you so much. Feel free to start tidying your stuff, too. It's good for the health to keep a house clean.
Definitely. Daniel can help.
I don't
And
really buy
remember,
that.
For your own safety, no phone and no internet. I know, boring rules.
Don't worry,
I have
Claire.
a clean house anyway, but you shouldn't think, oh yeah, if I have an
Hey,
untidy
Daniel.
house, it's going to affect my health.
There's work for you.
No. I'm busy.
Busy my ass. Come over here.
You gotta find me first.
Jeez.
Down to a pennies in there. Yeah, it's here with the washing, isn't it?
Behind you.
Yeah. Very funny. No more hiding. Seriously.
Okay. What do I have to do?
You tidy the mess in our room, and I take care of the laundry. Cool?
Again? We always have to clean everything. I don't wanna.
Yeah,
You kids.
I hear you.
You have to
Never
do your
mind, okay.
chores.
Cool. Thanks, Sean.
Alright. We were doing this before we were so
Alright.
rudely
Let's
interrupted.
get it over with.
Do-do-do-do. Just thought, can I walk a bit quicker still, even though I'm in the house?
All right. Time
Don't
to
say
take care
that
of that
much
laundry.
quicker.
Thanks, Claire.
Okay. Pop them in the washer.
How many programs does this thing have? Okay. It will do.
That'll do. That'll do. I haven't got to do anything else, I'm assuming, so... Just see, go outside, check the garden shed. Alright. Let's do it.
Whoa. Look at all these decorations.
That's so cool.
That was a weird little interaction. Alright, let's go out.
Daniel, you ready? We can go out now.
Yes. Wait for me.
Okay, so what happens next? I am actually genuinely curious here because
Oh,
I
man,
know this is
finally.
about the time.
So good to be outside.
But I don't
Reminds
know
me
what
of the
exactly.
cabin. Right? Ow! Ow!
Oh!
Yeah, I'm just wandering around making wolf noises. I haven't actually thought about the shed for a second.
Get ready for storage wars.
Is that a TV show?
What's wrong?
Frozen shut. Of course.
Sounds like one of them shows where they feed the storage containers.
Sean, look!
Hi!
Did you see that?
See what?
See what? We just got here. Are you okay?
Yeah. I didn't see anything either.
Okay.
Okay.
Fell down into the snow. Dad says I'm kind of clumsy.
That t-shirt is wicked. Who's your favorite superhero? I love
Power
Bear.
Oh man! I have the Mega Power Bear. You should check it out.
Dude, that's so cool.
Chris, oh god. Look, I am so sorry. Are you okay?
Okay, a bit awkward now an adult's seeing us.
I promise.
Are you sure? Listen, I shouldn't... Do you know them?
It's okay, Dad. They're cool. He loves superheroes, even Power Bear.
Ah, gotcha. Hey there. Are you
Hey.
staying with the Reynolds?
They're our grandparents, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're our grandparents.
I see. Oh, geez, Chris. You don't have any damn shoes on.
That feels very awkward to say.
Sorry, buddy. Let's get you inside.
Yeah. Okay, Dad.
Thanks, guys. Oh, and, if Claire asks, tell her everything is fine.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Sure. No problem.
Cool. See you around, then.
Weird interaction.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Yes.
He did nothing.
Daniel, did you forget everything about the rules already?
Sorry, Sean. Did you want me to let him fall? Really?
Ooh, okay. Okay, this one's a tricky one because I get Daniel's point of view. If he fell, it would have hurt. When I say it would have hurt, he'd have probably broke his leg or something. But it is important he knows the rules. The idea, for those of you who just joined late, the rules were essentially don't use your powers in public, only use them in an emergency. And I can't remember the third one off the top of my head, actually, now I'm saying that. I'm a bad big brother here. Yeah, I can't remember the third one off the top of my head, but essentially it's basically just don't get caught. So yeah, I'm going to remind him, and hopefully it won't impact us negatively down the line.
I know you only wanted to help, but it's too dangerous for both of us.
Whatever. Rules are boring.
Yeah, but it'll be
Yeah.
worse than boring if we get busted out here. Come on, Daniel. Steven already saw you using your powers.
Okay. I'll be super careful. Swear.
Daniel, remember that we're hiding out, so no training and no showing off your power. From now on, you stick with me all the time, okay?
Okay, so we seem to get away with that. Long loading screen. But yeah, that was the bit I knew about. The prequel to this is The Amazing Adventures of Captain Spirit, I think. So they gave us a little heads up before the chapter started just saying, oh yeah, this is what it's about. So, sorry, they gave us a heads up at the start just saying, oh yeah, this'll come up. And because I haven't played it, I thought I'll have to just play on as if I have played it.
Fuck.
Oh.
That kid never listens.
Oops. I'm at the neighbours. Things could go downhill a bit here. Oh, I need to get dressed. Okay, I forgot. I'd just be going out to the neighbours in my undies. Not good, that.
Okay. Time to get Daniel at the Ericksons.
Well, the dad seemed okay with us. I mean, he looked a bit cautious. It made me think he did know what was going on with us. But
Claire?
I don't think it's a good idea him being
Steven?
around there.
Anybody home?
Anyone home? Anyone?
Well, looks like I'm home alone.
Anyone home? No? Okay, that's a bit of a shame.
Oh, right. Sunday morning.
Ah.
Claire and Steven must be at church.
Note.
Well,
Morning,
I guess
sleepy
they won't
heads.
be back for at least 2 hours.
We'll let you sleep in today while we're at church. Back by noon for lunch. See you in a bit. Love Grandma and Grandpa. Yes, we just tidied up everything, so no rough housing, please. Yeah, rough housing. I know that word's a word, but
Use
use that a fair bit already.
It's been ages since I've had news from the real world.
Alright, that's a difficult thing, because they're essentially saying, right, you can go check the computer if you want, but it could cost you. So I am going to try and be good.
Steven and Claire.
I mean, he shouldn't be at the other house anyway, so let's go and get him. For the record, at the end of the last episode, one of Sean's friends called
Let's
up.
get this brat back home now.
He was a pretty cool character. But we turned the phone call down just because we was all worried that we could be traced. So yeah, that was an opportunity to get in touch with her. And I've just said no again.
Why does Daniel never listen? Maybe I'm too soft with him.
Junk pile?
And I thought Daniel was the crafty one.
Okay, I'm guessing this is the kids' little hideout. Okay, let's get in. Oh.
Daniel, what's going on here?
Sean, wait! Don't freak out. I can't explain.
Let me tell him. Sean, I know it sounds crazy, but I have a superpower. You saw me yesterday. I know you did. I was flying. I can move things, objects, with my mind.
Oh, a superpower. Really?
Yes.
Well, how I'm looking at this, we better play along.
Well, that's pretty cool, Chris. So, you're like a superhero?
I'm Captain Spirit. I can bend any matter to my will. But that's my secret identity, so you can't tell anybody.
Oh, I can keep a secret. Captain Spirit.
Now you're an official member of the Spirit Squad. If you betray us, I'll disintegrate you. Nah, just kidding. Oh yeah, we need a...
Whisper, is this giving the kid
Team
delusions?
signal. Totally. I'm gonna be Super Wolf.
You know, if he tries to use his powers and he can't,
What's your
we're going to get in
super name, Sean?
trouble here. Somehow I like the sound of that one on the right. El Diablo Loco. Kind of like the sound of that one. It sounds better than Silver Runner, and Professor Diaz sounds... That just doesn't sound good.
I don't know. Something cool like El Diablo Loco.
Sounds sounds like a supervillain's name, but
I have to be the bad guy at times.
Hey guys, I think we're ready to roll.
That's the bit that worries me.
Excuse me.
I'm-
Who are you?
I'm Sean.
Oh yeah, sorry man. You're here for Daniel. Hey, let's make it official. I'm Charles Erickson.
Nice to meet you.
Hope you know that Daniel and Chris are a dangerous team. We better watch out, or they're gonna take over the world.
Yeah, they share a lot of things.
Yeah.
Stink as thieves.
can we go get the Christmas tree now? We're both ready to fly.
Yes. The team has been waiting too long. Hey, you should come along too. There's nothing going on over here.
Yes!
Okay.
Can't wait to see all the decorations. And Sean, we could buy Christmas presents for Grandma and Grandpa.
They'll worry. I mean, they like us at home. They don't like us wandering.
Well, they'll worry if we leave the house. And remember, you still have to get better, Daniel.
Sean, come on. You know I haven't done anything fun since I got sick. It's the first time I've been out for days.
We won't be gone for long. The market's only a few miles away. Anyway, they'll be at the service for at least another hour.
Yeah, Sean, I can show Daniel.
What about trying
around.
guilt trip
You
us?
can come with us. Please say yes.
Please, please, please.
Okay,
Oh, I don't get a choice in that.
not a fair fight. So let's
I'm
go.
kind of glad about that, because if I'd have got a choice, I would have tried going no. And I think that would have ruined the story a bit.
Okay, team, give me a time out to clean up the back seat. I'll honk when I'm done.
Ooh, can I use the bathroom?
Of course. Oh, you'll see my comic books. I'm glad you're coming too. Hey, you want to see my toys?
Okay, what's happening here?
Score! The new hot dog man?
Since you're a new member of the team, you have to know everybody. These are Captain Spirit's friends and his enemies.
Dude, that's pretty cool.
Can you guess who are the good guys and the villains?
Let's see.
Well, I'm gonna have a guess that Insectoid is the villains. And then... Ooh. Ooh, it gets a little bit
Look
tricky.
closely.
Gonna have a stab in the dark that Bear is the heroes? Warrior is on the villains? Pirate is on the heroes?
Careful. It may be tricky.
Dino?
The bad guys, the good guys.
Oh, this is
Not
tricky at the
that
end.
easy, right?
Tar on the villains? Dino on the heroes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's confirm it.
Okay, how did I do?
Not bad. You're almost right. It was a bit tricky. Okay, let me introduce them to you. This is Team Spirit, the good guys. There's the Forest Warrior,
Okay.
Power Bear, Marty Rex, and Sky Pirate.
So, who are the bad guys?
I thought the
That's
pirates would be on the good
Terry's,
side.
And the Shark Stinger. There's also Snowmancer, but he's out in the garden. But they're all working for Mantroid, who's the real supervillain.
So, where is he?
Hiding out on his evil planet, waiting for me. But Captain Spirit and Superwolf will make sure he doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah, strength in numbers.
I think so, yeah.
Sounds like Mantroid is in trouble.
It doesn't seem
Just
like playing
wait
that
until he
game is
sees what Captain
mandatory,
Spirit
but
can do
it
now.
helps.
Yeah, about that.
Father know about all this, yeah.
Does your dad know about any of this? Did he see something yesterday?
No, he didn't see anything, and the power didn't work yesterday. After I fell. Must have been too tired.
Okay, good. I mean, he could be pretty disturbed if he knew.
I'm definitely not telling Dad. I don't want to freak him out.
Yeah, that
Worried
seems
about
like the best
other
thing to do.
stuff, Anyway.
Everyone cool with him? Like, you know, no issues?
Chris, it's none of my business, but are you and your dad okay?
What do you mean?
I don't know, Claire seems to be worried about you guys.
Claire's always worried. We're cool.
Okay.
Totally. He has a hard time being on his own. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
Well, I can understand that. But I hope you know you're not alone.
Thanks, Sean. But I don't feel scared anymore. I have the power. And I
Okay.
have Daniel. Sorry, the water heater is still broken.
There's the signal. Come on, Daniel.
Hey! Pro tip.
He took forever in there.
Go in there.
Yeah.
Okay, squad. Let's roll.
Okay.
You need my jacket?
So essentially, we're
I
just
don't want
going
you
for a
catching me on
Christmas
the
tree,
cold.
aren't we? Or something like a
I'm
Christmas
Thanks.
decorations?
And don't be waving your arms around when I'm driving, okay?
Yeah. Remember, Daniel, don't mess around.
All right. Jeez.
This would be a bit lame if you drove us straight to the police station. Very hard to tell where this episode's going to end right now. I mean, like last time, you had a feeling that it would end with the journey continuing, as it were. Whereas right now, it does feel like they could actually still be at this house and in this same mini world, if you like, at the end of the episode. But whether that is going to be the case, I don't know, because they could have it that they're back on the road to Mexico. I have said it, by the way, if there's a lack of game audio, like music, it's just, I've been able to mute it in game, so it does mean in situations like this you're going to have very quiet scenes where normally you'd have copyrighted music playing, which, you know, I kind of wish I could do. You know, the copyrighted music would be great, but, yeah, both Twitch and YouTube would probably try and slap me backside for that.
Okay, buddy, you ready?
Yeah. Hey!
You guys go ahead and we'll come back to meet you, okay? Brothers meeting.
Sure.
But
Don't get lost.
Yeah, I think we need this talk.
What the fuck are you doing? I can't believe it. How many times do we have to keep going over the rules?
don't show the power. I know.
You know, but you
Chris
didn't
thinks he can
act
do all
on
this
it.
cool stuff. I wish he could. He reminds me of Noah.
Noah?
I just miss having friends.
Oh,
Sean.
right, okay. They're two weird choices. I mean, it says protect the secret, stop lying to Chris. So, stop lying to Chris means we gotta tell him that he isn't a superhero. But that also implies we have to tell him we are. Then protect the secret. That means we have to carry on lying to Chris so that he doesn't suspect. I feel like we gotta do that. Because I think it's more important that no one finds out that Daniel can do something than... That feels rough with Chris, that. We're gonna go protect the secret, but that doesn't feel good.
Listen, I understand, but we have to be extra careful out here. You can't let people see you. You know the rules.
Yes, I know the rules. But I'm careful.
But you're
I
not.
only do things when it's me and Chris. Nobody sees us.
Yeah, nobody but me. What if it was Chris's dad? Or Grandma? Or a cop? Or...
Okay. I get it. But I'm careful.
That's not enough. You have to be extra careful.
All right.
I am worried we
swear I
could
will.
tip the scale the other way and that we actually need him to use the power and he won't because
Counting on
he's
you, and I know.
scared of using it.
Can I go see Chris now?
Yeah, let's go. But don't
Not sure what the
forget
scenario
us.
would be, but it does have me raising a red flag.
Wow. So many trees.
What have we got here?
They look like giant cocoons.
Nothing really spectacular with that. Hello. Walking into me frame.
Dad didn't know about this.
Dad pushed every year to get a plastic tree, but we never surrendered.
I do think artificial trees are better. I mean, I really wouldn't like having a real tree in my house.
You coming, Sean?
Don't worry. I'll be around.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. I'll tell you later. So, what do we do?
We have to pick the one we like. Can Daniel help, Dad?
Of course he can.
Awesome. Come on, no time to lose.
Okay.
Actually curious
just
what we're meant to be doing
pick the
now.
one you like and come get.
Find Daniel a Christmas present.
Deal?
Deal.
I've never been on such a dangerous mission.
But it seems like Daniel's okay to leave alone a minute.
We'll have to tame the one we want.
Dear Santa, we've been good kids this year. Please explain this hot mess.
I do like that.
Sure.
Um,
Fine for now.
yeah, that's the other thing as well. I mean, our Christmas tree, you can keep it in. We've kept ours in the spare room on top of the wardrobe. You know, you just bring it down once a year. It's easy. You know, a fresh one. You gotta go
This is so
out and
different
get
from
it.
Seattle. Don't know if I can get used to it.
Hang on, can't see the option there. Why is it? Oh, just in the donation box. Okay. Christmas wreath, 10 quid. How much have I got? Got $9, 3 pence. So nothing going there. Christmas cards,
Okay.
not a lot.
Better find a gift for Daniel quick.
We only sell handmade
While he's still
local
busy with
products.
Chris.
Come take a look.
Funny how all
$7,
small
$5,
towns
$10.
always sell the same handcrafted crap.
Well, I get the feeling that's got to be what we get him. I'm looking and I'm thinking we can't afford the $10 ones, let alone the $30 one.
You won't find better deals in Beaver Creek.
Hey, hi.
Good morning, young man. It's nice to see a new face in this old town.
You'd like to think you could barter him down a
Yes.
bit.
It's a super cool market you got here.
Small towns are the best for Christmas. Who are you staying with?
The Reynolds?
The Reynolds?
Everybody knows Stephen. He was Beaver Creek's fire chief years ago. You're not his grandson, are you?
Just a family friend.
Oh, no. He's just an old family friend.
Gotcha. Anyway, welcome to Beaver
I didn't
Creek.
really want to lie there, but I thought, I
Yeah,
don't know if this
just
dude's
holler.
read the paper.
You won't find better deals in Beaver Creek.
Yeah, we can't afford that, so I think it's going to have to be the snowman. I mean, I haven't had the sitting bear. The sitting bear looks nice. Okay.
We only sell handmade local products. Come take a look.
Can I pay? Pick one. Pick one. There we go, sitting bear.
You won't find better deals in
Hey,
Beaver Creek.
thank you.
Hey, can I get one of these bears?
Sure. Our best seller this year.
Cool. Here you go.
Thanks. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Have a
Just so they
nice
haven't given
day
us the
then.
option of stealing.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
You know, they actually made a point in the journal that he has been
Cool.
stealing
Mission
to
accomplished.
survive, essentially. So it's
I
like
better leave now.
taking them options
before
away
Claire
now.
and Steven come back.
Maybe it's the fact that the area is nice and they aren't
Found
desperate.
what you were looking for, city boy?
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Something for my little brother.
We'll eat for food.
Bought your brother something out here. Damn. Poor kid. Sorry. I'm just a grumpy old gal. Me and my friends have been crashing here for the week. Nobody gives a shit about us. Yeah, I can tell you're not from around here.
Yeah, no way. I think that it's not a bad thing to say.
No way. Just
Passing through.
here for the holidays.
Okay.
You got family.
My grandparents.
Gotta love the grandparents.
What about you and your friends? Road trip?
Not really. We kind of hop from place to place, hunting for little jobs.
Must be a long ride.
That's okay. We hop on trains. Gives
Okay.
us time to rest.
Yeah, I'll go with Wicked.
Man. That sounds wicked.
I mean, it's dangerous,
You
but
have
it sounds
no
cool.
idea. It's free and so fucking fun. Well, unless you get caught or fall, but we've been lucky so far. That's the best.
Yeah, I imagine if you fall off a moving
Nobody
train,
takes
it's going to
us
hurt a bit.
No corporation owns us.
And you get to see so many cool places.
Exactly. Next stop is Humboldt County, California.
Stonebrick.
That's...
Not even close. We actually got work over there.
Ah, okay.
Sean, what are you doing? We've hit the tree with Chris. It's all crooked like an old witch. Oh, hi. Who are you? Ooh,
Who are you?
your hair looks so cool. Is it a wig?
Well, what do you think?
I don't know, but it's really cool. I'm Daniel. What's your name?
Hi, Daniel. I'm Cassidy. I dig your superhero outfit.
I'm on a secret mission with my friend. It's very dangerous.
I can tell. I hope you get your mission accomplished. And what's your name?
Oh,
John?
Sean. I thought I told you.
Now you did.
Sorry, you went through some shit with the guys. How much you make? You ready? Hello, pups.
Okay.
Ooh, is that your doggy? So cool.
Are they
Yeah,
trying to show
he's
off their
been through a
doggy
lot.
technology in this game?
Like most of us. So we adopted him. And he stinks. Yeah, you stink and you like it, huh?
He's not the only one.
Have you checked your hair? I think it just twitched. You should keep your distance, dude.
Dude. Yeah, she looks cool.
She looks really cool, I think.
See? He knows I'm clean. You're the nasty one.
Yeah, you always go for those suburban boys.
Are you kidding? You want to talk about your scoreboard, hotshot?
Hey, no worries.
Come on, let's bail.
It was nice meeting you, Sean and Daniel.
Stay out of trouble, kids.
I like that. Yeah.
Hope we see you on the rails someday.
Yeah. See you around.
Your doggy was so cute. I miss Mushroom.
We don't
miss
have
her too.
interactions like that, though,
Excuse
just
me.
by random.
Dogs have to be on a leash around here. Too many strays.
Sorry, dude. We don't do leashes.
Well, the city does. An unleashed dog is liable to a fine. So,
You're gonna fine our dog? Well, that's not very
Okay, this
nice.
doesn't look
loitering
good.
is illegal too. And you don't live here, right? Right?
Calm down, sweetie. We're allowed to visit the Christmas market. Our dog's not gonna eat you. Look at him.
You better watch your mouth. You punks are always causing trouble. This is a nice town, okay?
What is it with characters in this game and getting overly
Someone needs to
aggressive
get
fast?
He's out of pills.
That's it. I'm calling the cops.
Oh God, he's gonna call the cops on us, Finn.
Chill out. We're leaving this shithole anyway. You guys don't even have a Santa, for Christ's sake.
Merry Christmas.
Fucking parasites.
Why did they fight? I don't get why he yelled like that. We should kick his ass, Sean.
No. No. No, just drop it. Yeah, pranking him could be cool, but no. We're trying to lay low. Oh, yeah, boy. Life's a strange one. Everyone was one of many schooled stereotypes. I'll agree there.
Doesn't look nice.
You're right.
The characters weren't the most developed, but still, they did fit the stereotypes quite well, so
They're
it kind of
pretty.
fit. If that makes any sense. Yeah, it's like I was looking at these, I'm thinking, good God, are we going to have another incident just
Whoa.
because someone saw us?
The guy who painted that, he must have been seriously high.
So cool. How do I look, Sean?
Ridiculous.
Aw, you're jealous because I'm cute. You're a loss.
Where's the adult? I need an adult! Here he is. I'm not on my own anymore.
Hey, you guys ready to go?
Yeah. All done.
Cool. Hop in.
I mean, even if that pranking didn't have an adverse effect, I think, why risk it?
Are you having too much fun back there?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I mean, even if they'd, like, the cops have been about to drop in, I don't think I'd use powers then, because I think we were doing nothing. We may as well just lay low. Hope no one spots us or recognises us. I know from a gameplay perspective it's a little boring in the sense of we're not actually taking risks, but I think I'm curious what happens when you don't take risks. You know, if you are actually trying to follow what Sean is saying, like, oh yeah, we're trying to lay low and trying not to get caught. So it's like, what happens if we don't try and get caught? You know, it's like, how do we get caught, essentially? Something is going to happen. It's like, we're going to get back to the house in a minute, and I'm sure we're going to get a rollicking just for the fact that we didn't listen to what she said, went out of the house. So the hope kind of becomes, well, is this where we're going to have to go on the road again? Yeah, a lot of the choices we've been given are fairly straightforward. There hasn't been one where you've had a real
Like Daniel
Oh,
found a new brother.
No kidding. He dumped me like a rock.
I'm glad you two came along. It's great that Chris found a new friend out here. It looks like you did too. What's her name?
Who?
Who?
Come on, don't play me. That cutie you were talking to by the market.
Oh, yeah, that girl.
Yeah, she was cool. You know, didn't ask for money.
She was cool.
You're too quick. Ah!
Anyway,
Got ya!
it's good for me to get out too. We've had a rough time over the past couple of years. My wife, Emily, she died 2 years ago. Obviously, it was tough on Chris.
Shit.
I'm not sure I'd talk to a 16-year-old about
I'm
this,
sorry,
even
man.
though he may relate.
Thanks. It's been a struggle. Especially trying to be a good dad.
You know what I mean? I feel like this is like an adult-to-adult conversation rather than an adult-to-adolescent. Maybe I'm just being judgy, though. You having problems?
Do you have some kind of problems?
I'm just not the man I was.
A little out of nowhere.
I shouldn't have even brought this up, just forget it.
No worries. Didn't mean to make you feel bad.
We all have our ups and downs, right? That's how life works. Your grandparents sure did have their share of downs, too.
Did they?
But they're always there for us.
I was saying that there was the
Chris.
husband-wife note.
They seem like good people.
They're nice. I'll leave it at that for now.
They're so nice, but
But
yeah, they have their problems too.
Sorry for bringing that up.
It's okay. I hope they don't stress out because we haven't come back.
Yeah, we should get you two home. Don't keep them waiting.
Yeah.
yeah, I really feel like we're going to get a rollicking here.
That Christmas tree?
Yeah!
Well, I'll get there before you with my dadmobile.
No way you can beat Captain Spirit. See you later, Super Wolf.
Okay. Thought something was going to happen then. That had me on edge.
Hello? Hello? Claire?
Something
Steven?
should be about to happen.
Looks like Grandma and Grandpa haven't come back from church yet.
They haven't come back from church. I'm very
At least
surprised.
they won't yell at us for going out.
That was so cool to spend time with Chris at the market. Did you know Chris's mom was an artist?
I didn't. How so?
She drew comics. You should see her drawings. They're so cool. Just like yours.
Thanks, dude.
Nice little brother comment, that.
Hey.
What? What is it?
Sean? I want to go check on the room. Upstairs.
Come on.
I know it's Mom's. Please.
We've already got away with enough. Yeah, they're going to freak out.
Daniel, you heard Claire. They will freak out if they know we went inside.
We won't tell them.
Yeah, but we've already
We'll
got
be
away
in
with
total
stuff.
Stealth mode. They won't know anything if we make it quick. It's just... I really want to know what's inside. What kind of stuff she had. Chris has tons of things that belong to his mom. And I have nothing.
Now, the logical thing here would be that he stays outside the room and Daniel goes inside and doesn't
You don't
touch
even have to
anything.
come
But
with
that
me
isn't going to happen.
if you don't want to.
Fuck it. I'll come with you. So you don't make a mess and get us caught.
This really feels like it could go wrong very fast, though. All it takes is for him to sneak in the house and suddenly we're on the street.
We'll find a way to open it.
Or I could just blow this stupid door up with my power.
No.
That's super easy.
Yeah, I could do that with a hammer. But let's try and find the key instead, alright?
Yeah, so
I'm just gonna clean up real quick.
he pointed his ear, so it makes sense to go in the bedroom. I can't imagine it being the first drawer we get to.
Maybe the key to Karen's room is inside.
Dude, hurry.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
No way I'm searching Claire's underwear.
Yeah, you won't get that off me either. I'm leaving all that for now. Stone basket, nope. Nightstand,
Come on, little key. Don't be shy.
okay.
Definitely not the one. Way too small. But let's see what it opens.
Yeah, I can imagine that one opening this one.
Hurry up. They might come back any minute.
Yes, Dan. Whoa. I'm just looking for a key. Not the crown jewels. Ew. Are
Baby
these
teeth.
milk teeth? Not sure if it's gross or cute.
A little bit
Still.
cute.
No key here.
Normally you put things like that in a book or something.
Karen hated collecting trinkets. She used to say they were just useless dust traps. Who knew this sweet little muffin would turn into such a brat? Still super cute, though. Love the outfits, guys. Man, he looks so different.
Yeah,
So young.
it feels creepy going around in this room. I'll hold my hands up. I mean,
Come on, little key.
I've got the search button here. I'd
Be
like
shy.
to put that key back, but I can't.
Wonder what would have been different if Dad had taken us to church. How much more Irish can you be?
I'd say quite a lot more Irish. I didn't realise they were Irish.
Sean, I saw Grandma go into the room yesterday. It looked like she left something there.
Okay, Stephen. Where do you hide this key?
Yeah, I am guessing none of these.
Yeah, not much to see in here.
Although I get the feeling that Daniel was just trying to give me a hint, and I ignored him.
Shit. These are Christmas presents? Let's not tell Daniel, or he'd freak.
You say that, but it might be better telling him that there's Christmas presents in there than, you know, letting him
Shit.
carry on blissfully.
These are Christmas
Oh,
presents?
okay, I thought that was a different one. Old box. Who was the other one? Daniel? Not Daniel. Who's the other one with the Irish ancestry? Okay. Well, they've kind of given us a reason to go up here.
Would be cool to ask Stephen about his firefighting career. He must have had... That would have been really useful when we lived in the woods. Karen's smile on this picture kind of reminds me of Daniel's.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot up here. Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Okay, Daniel. Think hard. What was she wearing?
Jeez. I think it was that weird sweater thing.
Dude, you're raw.
Okay, so let's go in here.
Clothes.
Oh, okay. I
old
honestly
stuff.
didn't realise Max had Irish
Definitely no hidden
connections.
key.
Okay, so talking about a sweater.
Sharp objects. Bit like Claire.
I'm not seeing anything that implies sweater.
Come on, little key. Don't be shy.
Yeah, I feel like the game's gonna have to scream it
Come
out to me if it
on.
wants me to find it.
Where is this cardigan? No way she wore it to church.
Can I actually leave this room? Like, would it be in another room? No, it can't be in there. We did the laundry. Yeah, it wouldn't be in this room.
I gotta find a way to open that door.
Okay, move me around.
Daniel, you really think you could open this door without doing too much damage?
No, we don't do
Yes.
that.
I know I can't.
No, we don't do that.
Yep. It's empty.
Let's not let me go downstairs. Give me 2 rooms to look in.
Come on, Sean. If you can't find the key, I can still use my power.
Yeah, but I don't want to use your powers.
This whole house is pretty much a huge washing machine.
I won't find the key. Because that implies we can get away with it. Oh, hang on, is it? No, it's not that. I mean, to me, I'm looking here and thinking cardigan, but it's not giving it to me.
Clothes, old stuff. But definitely no hidden key.
That was the Christmas present. Yeah, we've been in there because that was where the knickers were and all that lot. I'm feeling dumb now. I don't like the game making me feel dumb. Not like anything like an attic or anything. Nothing in his nightstand.
Okay, Steven. Where do you hide this key? I don't really see Steven listening to old school pop rock music. Yeah.
I'm beginning to wonder if the game's actually saying the only way to do it is to break the door down, but that really would make me feel bad. Like, have you forced me to this? I mean, let's just go there. Uniform?
Small town hero starter pack.
No.
Shit. Wish I had the chance to find my thing too.
Let me just go close. I can open again. Anyone in the chat got an idea? Something I might be missing? I'm thinking, talking about a cardigan. But I can't see anything that even resembles a cardigan up here. It won't let me go downstairs. I mean, that's a owl, isn't it? Can't go in there. Oh, cardigan! Hey, we got there! And I had been there. I had loot. Yeah, that was really obnoxiously difficult as far as it really should have been spelled out to me.
It better fit.
Just try it.
But like, come on, just say to me if you checked in the laundry basket. Because I had loot there.
Wow.
Keep your ears open, folks.
There's not that much left. Where do you think they put the rest of her stuff?
Claire and Steven must have thrown a lot of it away. The rest is probably packed in these boxes.
I really don't like that they've left the door open a crack.
What do you think happened to all the stuff?
I think I remember that one.
When we left.
Karen showed it to me once.
I don't know.
Ulysses? Ulysses. I don't know, and I know. I wish I could answer that.
Okay.
Hey, Daniel. Check this out. His name is Ulysses.
Like the hero?
I guess.
So cool.
Where is he? Oh, he's in the chair. Right, okay. I thought he was under the bed then. Perfumes?
It's like she almost never used those.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Like, you know, in general, I've seen people who have like perfume around, but you very rarely smell it.
These pictures are so random. Is that an amethyst?
Was amethyst something from Life is Strange, like one of the chapters or something?
Yeah. You finally left forever.
The Green Choir. I hear the Green Choir singing in the forest in the ancient grey, wrapping me in their wood spell, their song, the roots like fuses that explode in reverse. When I hide in my heart, hearing that sound, that makes me feel older than the forest, older than you, but younger than the crying river at my feet. If I slid into the soil, would the voices muffle? like my face in the pillow so nobody knows I'm here. I could sneak in through the wormholes, but that would only down. So over the treetops, over the river, I feel myself in forever. Really, it does feel very dark, that. Where I still don't... The implication is that she left, like she just ran off. But there's no actual detailed answer, like they haven't actually talked about it.
Man, that pen pal sure loved listening to her own voice.
Dear Karen, thank you so much for your letter. I don't know what accent I tried then. I thought you might have forgotten your pen pal. It's so boring out here, and your letters are the best thing ever. You were saying you could get very lonely too sometimes up there in Beaver Creek, so I'm glad we found each other. It is funny, not, that I have this big family, but I'm so jealous of you for being an only child. You get the whole house to yourself like a queen. I told you before how my stupid brother Keaton is such an immature boy, even though he's the oldest of all my siblings. He thinks he's so cool now just because he has a driver's license. Whatever. Just wait till we can drive, then we'll finally visit each other. I hear my dad yelling about something, so I've got to bail before he gets to me. Please write back soon, and I'll write as soon as you do. Your only favourite pen pal, Emma. I miss you. Okay,
So, you were a friend of my mommy's? I hope she took good care of you.
Yeah, I'm not turning the CD player on. What's in the chest? I think that's the big elephant in this room.
Did she take you with her when she went on trips?
Hiking boots?
Never been a big fan of hiking. But here I was. Karen liked to take pictures of strangers when we walked down the streets.
Okay, I'm not seeing a lot in here.
You're not that fluffy anymore, little bear.
They want to forget anything related to Karen. I can relate.
Yeah, this is very weird. I mean, if she died, there wouldn't be such anger.
Yawn. Hope you enjoyed your trips. So you didn't bail on us for nothing?
Yeah, so she left. Okay. I think it's because a lot of the tone it indicates that he's dead to them. That's why it's confusing me a little.
They looked happy. How could you send all of this to hell?
Can we leave? No, still gotta explore. So I suppose the question is, what do you want us to see? I mean, I'm going to press play on this CD player, but one, that's a bad idea because as soon as they come into the house, they'll hear the music, but also, I can't hear it. Let's do it.
I think it's not plugged.
Thank you, I really didn't want to plug it in.
This playlist is boring as hell.
I sense a bit of sarcasm there.
Read a lot of these in the 10th grade. Yawn. Hope you enjoyed your trips.
Okay, we read that one.
So you didn't... I don't recognize any of these games. Guess the no phone rule wasn't such a thing back then.
Carving, okay.
Well, figures Karen was already looking for an exit.
Okay. We turn the lamp off. Yeah, I feel like I've seen everything. But the game seems pretty insistent on me looking for more. I mean, I might have skipped one or two things in the box, or the chest, but... Flips his glasses? I think that was the only one.
I think I saw a moon eclipse once. Before Daniel was born. Karen was still with us then.
Have I got to turn the lamp on again see something?
Man, that
No,
pen pal
nothing
sure
there.
loved listening to her own voice.
Just wondering in case, like, there's something you can see with the light, but... Oh, socket. Right, okay. Let's turn that off. This really screams we're going to get caught.
What the fuck is wrong with this? Oh, hiding spot. Smart. So, Karen was already serious about running away.
From Portland,
Why did
Oregon
you
to
wait
New
that
York. Small Town Blues. Surely we're nearly there now. I can't think what else they want us to find. Did I miss this?
Why would Claire lock these up in here?
I could have sworn I read that.
Is that for Mom? Huh? Let me see.
Daniel! Come on.
What's it say? Read it.
Seriously, stop. Here, how about this?
I've heard the news about Seattle. Please help my boys if they come to you. What? Why did they hide this from us?
I don't know.
You can reach me at this address. It's a P.O. box I use sometimes. What's a P.O. box?
Well, a cop-out. In this case.
I beg you, please help my sons.
Oh yeah, right. Total bullshit.
What do you mean? She cares about us.
Well, I don't.
Maybe she changed her mind. We could try and contact her.
You don't even know her, okay? Don't get any wrong ideas. We should just stick to our plan. For now.
Can I read it again?
That's
Yeah.
A
Then we gotta
curveball.
go.
My goodness.
Oh, okay. We knew they were going to come here.
Excuse me. What are you both doing in here? Except visibly ransacking our house while we're at church?
I'm not going to throw Daniel under the bus.
Is that all you
Oh,
have
okay.
to say?
Okay, okay, fair enough.
Calm down.
I didn't see a
Stephen,
timer on that.
They went way out of line here. We specifically told you to stay out of
I
this
have
room.
the right to see my mom's room.
This isn't her room anymore. There is nothing to see in here. It's time you learn to respect some rules.
Yeah, what's that mean?
What's that supposed to mean?
Maybe Esteban lets you boys do whatever you want, but that's not how things work here. We have rules and we have limits.
Okay. The family.
Jeez. I thought we were family, not prisoners.
Well, maybe without us you might be. Maybe you could show a little more gratitude.
I can't hear that.
Oh dear. I don't like him going downstairs.
Listen, Sean. I know life has been tough on you the past month. Bless your souls. And we put up with a lot of things. But that, going through our stuff, our personal belongings, well, that shows you don't respect us. Then you act like I'm the bad guy, after what we've done for you.
I haven't
knew
actually acted
something
like you're the
this
bad
might
guy.
happen. Maybe you two staying here wasn't such a good idea.
Man, I think I see why Mom left now. She couldn't put up with your stupid rules anymore.
Oh, so that's what you think. Then let me tell you something.
That's
Steven!
the kind of thing I was worried about.
Oh, shit!
Get this goddamn thing off me!
Steven, no! Hold on, honey, we'll get it off!
No! Stop! Oh, my legs!
Okay, this one's tricky. My gut reaction right now is that we're going to get kicked out. So if we're going to get kicked out, we might as well try and help him out, because he seems a nice enough guy. So I'd rather risk being caught with the power, with family, even if they're being douches to us, than doing that and I get the feeling it won't work. Alright, I'll take your word for it, Silent. We'll live together, but my gut is saying we could get away with using the power, but let's just try it, okay?
We got this! Claire, you'll have to pull him out. Hold on, Steven. This might hurt.
This is worse. Do it!
1, 2, 3.
Hold on!
My leg!
Almost there. Come on.
Oh, baby.
I don't think the severity of the injury would change.
Thank you.
He was trapped regardless.
You were right, Claire. I should have fixed that cupboard months ago. I guess my laziness will get me someday.
Oh, Steven. Please don't say that. It's the sheriff.
Sheriff doing here?
Sean, I didn't. We didn't call them.
I know, Grandma.
Someone called us. We know they've been here. They were spotted at the Christmas market earlier today.
Sean, what are we gonna do?
Go hide in the garage.
No. No. No way. If the police searches the house, that makes the two of you accomplices.
Get your bags and go out the back door. I'll distract him.
Really?
Yes. Now, get the hell out of here.
I know you're in here. Your car's in the drive.
That line didn't
So
make a lot of sense
sorry.
tonally.
For everything. I wish we could have helped you more. I wish you could stay here with us.
Thanks, Grandma. We're gonna miss you.
I'll stop that. We'll see you as soon as we can. Okay?
Thanks for helping us. Both of you.
Oh, we love you. Now hurry up.
Daniel, wait for me while I go upstairs.
Okay. That feels a bit awkward.
Move your ass, bro. Shit. This way.
Okay.
Wait, cover fell on me?
Okay. So another car's coming. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh! Ouch! Ouch. Oh. Oh. I mean, I'm going just leave your comment a second there, Silent, just because I think the end's near, but man, that was not good viewing.
Why? Why did Chris jump in front of that car, Sean? Why?
Because he
He's
thought
okay,
he was a
Nana.
hero.
The car barely touched him.
Yeah, I can try and tell him that, but I don't think he'll believe it.
You said I should be more careful. But because of you, I didn't do anything, and I could have.
Hey, you don't know what could have happened, okay? What's done is done.
The blame here lies in the fact that we didn't tell. Is his name
Didn't even let
Chris?
me check on him. What if he is dead?
Be a bold move for a game to kill a kid. I'm going to say he's fine, trust me.
You could see the car slow down before, so Chris will be fine. Trust me.
Yeah. I just honestly cannot see him
promise?
killing a kid. That would be a bold move for a game. I know you could argue they killed the kids
Promise.
in Life is Strange, but I don't know why. I think they might try and say that they were a bit older.
I'm tired of running away. I don't want to be a superhero anymore.
Don't be then.
You don't have to use your power if you don't want to.
I know, but sometimes I can help, and how do I know when to use it?
You don't. You can only trust your guts. And listen to your brother.
You think we'll see Grandma and Grandpa again?
I don't know. We'll see.
Where are we gonna go now? See Mom?
No way, man. We don't need her, okay?
But she said she wanted to find us.
We stick to the plan. We go to Puerto Lobos. That's where we belong. No one will tell us what to do. We can be whoever we want.
You think? I don't know.
Trust me, man. From now on, we make our own rules. Look, I wanted to wait until then, but we kinda need a little cheer, so Merry Christmas, Enano.
For me? Thanks, Sean.
I mean, when you think that is most likely what got us caught.
Hey. Listen.
There's our ride. Come on. All aboard.
Ah, we're doing the train jump. I mean, it was all pretty obvious that would happen as far as, you know, just how they sort of made us talk there, but still pretty funny. To say, yeah, this is the easiest way of doing something. This feels quite risky for a kid to do as well. What to do? Wait for the last carriage? Surely Sean has to get on second. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Just won't go back to your comment there, Silent, but by comparison to the first one, it might feel like filler, I'll agree. I think the issue is the first episode had to have so much story to essentially let us know who these characters are, what they're like, and push the plot forward to a point where you're like, okay, we're actually getting story. I think an episode like this can afford to, as you say, maybe be a bit filler, but just be slower and actually how to put it, just breathe a little bit more. Because when you think we're at the cabin for about an hour, it's an argument we didn't need to do all that. But I'm not against it either, because I think it did give us a bit of an idea of what's been going on. But yeah, still very... I feel like a lot has happened in some ways. I mean, when you think about it, we've had all that with Mushroom in the first part. We've seen what their family's like, what the grandparents. We've had a little bit of an idea of can they actually interact with society. That was the bit that got me. I thought as soon as we go to this market, we're probably going to get caught. You know, and even though you try to stay away from drama, they still found you. So the game pushes that. You know, I don't particularly like that because I would like to feel rewarded for taking safe choices. But equally, I get the point that we've got to go to the end line in the same direction. You know, we can't have drastically different stories. Or at least for a game like this, I know that Detroit Become Human might have tried that and succeeded, but I don't think more studios like this have got the knack of it yet. Yeah, I'd say it dragged a little bit. I think maybe they could have got away with a few things. It's like when you talk about that dice game in the cabin, they didn't really need that. And I'd say in the Reynolds home as well, they maybe could have cut out some of it. A bit like maybe... I'd say also the Captain Underpants stuff, maybe all that... Underpants, Captain Spirit. That could have been cut out as well. I mean, I recognise maybe they wanted to tie it in and all that, but I think it was important to tell us who he was so that that ending had an impact. So I'll admit that was hard viewing. I mean, I was thinking when I was making decisions in relation to him, I thought, that one's going to bite me down the line, I'm sure it is. And lo and behold, it does. So I think it was important having that, but maybe they could have thinned it down just a little bit so that it wasn't as spread out. I mean, really, they could have had the entire market section put out and just added that Captain Spirit's dad was the one who reported us. You know, as far as how the story played out, it would have been the same thing. We'd have got reported, we could still find out about the mum and all that. The only difference, really, that going to the market did is it gave us the idea for the train, and really, they didn't need to do the train, I don't think, based on what we're seeing here, unless it really has a big point in episode 3. But I wouldn't say it was bad either. I find it hard to believe that Mushroom's death and the whole Reynolds subplot was in the same episode. Yeah, I mean, I think that is maybe part of the issue as well. The fact that they did drag it a little bit as far as that whole first part. I mean, I did say it at the time, getting up to the opening credits was a long time. You know, it was a bit shorter than the first episode, but it was still a long time. And you think, maybe just cut down on some of that. Just make it flow a bit quicker. I mean... yeah, and then there was the mushroom stuff, which again was sad, but you think, could we speed some of this up a little bit? I'm not even talking about that little bit, but just maybe getting around all that. I mean, this has been, what, 3 hours, 19 minutes of been streaming, so we'll call it 3 hours 15 as far as the actual game. Maybe minus a couple of minutes for when I had to take a break as well. And I'm thinking, maybe all that could have been cut down to maybe 2:45 to 2:30, as far as just getting rid of the little bits you didn't need. But maybe I'm just being a bit overly critical. Maybe not entirely affecting it. I mean, I'd say I'm still involved in the story, you know, but I think there's a point when you're thinking, what is next? So it's like during this episode, a lot of the time I was looking at it and I'm thinking, what is the end? You know, it's like when you get back to the house, you're thinking, okay, chances are the end is near. But then you have that entire spell upstairs. Then there's the argument downstairs. Or at least the stuff with the cupboard. And like I say, it just does drag a little bit. Not bad, but you just think, could it have gone a little bit quicker? But I don't know, maybe that's just... maybe they could have just said that the door wasn't locked or the key wasn't hard to find and things like that speed up. Okay, I'm going to have to wrap up in a second, so let's just see the choices. Actually, we can leave. Okay, 3 spirits. Finish episode 2. That's cool. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I think that might have been what we've just had. I think maybe if we'd told Christopher the truth, he wouldn't have run in front of the car. And I do think that might be something we'll regret. So, let's see. 52% of us threw a snowball at Daniel. 55% of us intervened and scared the cougar off. 89% of us prayed together with Claire and Daniel. Ooh, 50-50 split on pretending if you know something around Stephen. That's pretty cool. 24% of us didn't help with the extra chores. Okay. I honestly thought I'd done all of it, so I must have missed something. 29% of us reminded Daniel of the rules after he saved Chris. Okay. I was in a minority there. We didn't use Stephen's laptop to log into his profile. Okay. I'm glad I was in the majority, although I'm curious what that plays out like. 67% of us didn't use the phone to call Lila. Okay, that would be cool. I didn't know we could do that. 7% you couldn't talk to Lila and lied to her mother, and 1% you couldn't talk to Lila and told the truth to her mother. Okay, so there were quite a few options on that, which I didn't even know about. So 77% of us didn't gain Chris's trust. Alright. 57% of us you chose to protect Daniel's secret and told him to be careful. Okay. 58% of us you didn't listen to Cassidy's song until the end. Yeah, I didn't really know she was playing a song. I just happened to walk across her. 50% of us you didn't draw for Chris. Okay, if I'd have known I could have drawn for him, I would have done. 57% you bought a Christmas present for Daniel. I mean, I was tempted to steal one, so I wish I'd known that. 90% you didn't get involved in Charles's problems. Yeah, I think that was the safest thing to do. It was a weird conversation, to be honest. 18% you chose to pull Stephen out together and injured his leg. Oh, okay, so if we'd have used the powers, we could have saved Stephen's leg. Or we could have not injured it. Okay, that was a bit of a bummer. Then 42% the cop chased you and Chris was hit by a car. The alternatives, the cop chased you and Chris wasn't hit by a car, and the cop didn't chase you and Chris helped you escape. Okay, that one seems like the fun one. Bit of a shame, to be honest. Okay, what happened with Daniel? He did not continue to swear. He lost the dice game. Although it's interesting that there's the option that he would cheat. Okay. He didn't kill the cougar. He was not able to bury Mushroom, which is obviously, you know, they impact one another. Daniel agreed to pray. He didn't want to tidy the room. Yeah, that sounds about right for him. Daniel wasn't asked to tell the truth to Chris. Okay, I do think I should have done that now. I'm thinking maybe it would have been the better way to go about it. Overall, Daniel was repressed from using his power. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. You know, I feel like I've maybe held him back a little too bit, but I don't feel it's wrong either. Daniel didn't use his power to save Chris from the car. Yeah, we've seen that, sadly. Daniel blamed you for Chris's accident. Yeah, I blame myself a bit. Daniel's too upset to enjoy his presence. Yeah. Not good, that. Okay. Episode 3 teaser. Experienced and honest, looking for work.
So, this is it?
Yeah.
It looks like a nettle field. And it stinks.
Yeah. And your stinky feet will cover the smell.
Shut up! They don't!
Come on. I'll show you around.
Okay, so it looks like that'll be California. We're going to be with Cassidy again, I'm guessing. It's either that or we've gone skip straight to Mexico. Okay, that's main menu I've just pressed. So yeah, I don't think that was a bad episode. I can kind of understand the criticisms of it, but I don't think it was bad. I felt like the plot did move forward a bit. I'm actually looking forward to playing episode 3 still, just for the fact that it's like, I'm curious what happens next, because whether it's California or Mexico, we are pushing forward quite a lot. So there is quite a lot that can still happen, so I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. But yeah, a few questions as well, because I'm curious about the mum, what's going to happen there. I do wonder if, what's his face? The guy from the first episode who we saw. Yeah, his name's left me. The guy who helped us. I'm curious if he's going to come back into it. I'm curious if any of the people from Seattle are going to come back into it, like Lila. So there's a lot that could still happen. I mean, I'm thinking maybe because I've been hiding away from Lila, I'm going to get punished for that. So there's things like that I'm curious about. So yeah, it's going to be fun seeing how the plot does develop, because, like I said, the first season you had this gut feeling that at the end it would come down to Chloe or Arcadia Bay. I don't know what's going to happen here, unless it's something like save Daniel, save something else. And that will be very cruel if that happens, but again, it would feel like a rehash of the first season, so I'm hoping they've decided to do something a bit smarter. So, find out. Hopefully, it has a nice conclusion as a story. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there, because like I say, I've got to wrap things up. So, just to say, Infinum Radio with a party of 31, so thank you for that, Infinum, and thank you to everyone who stuck around, plus we had Dan Goodenough with a subscription, so thank you very much for that, Dan, as well. Okay, I'm going to head off. Catch you around. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon to play Galaxy of Heroes, and I'll be on to Saturday evening to continue this, so hopefully I'll see you on one day. Okay, bye for now, folks.